Hello! Welcome everyone
Hello.
back to the 1D&D Playtest stream. This is part 2 of our one-shot of the murder mystery. You can go ahead and ignore the irony of that statement. Because I think Brooke underestimated how much we'd be faffing about in this giant grand party. Oh, we got someone popping up with a hi in the chat. Hello, Huso. And yeah, we're going to start things off with a combat, I believe. But should we just quickly recap what went on last time?
Yes. So last time, all you people came into the party.
Mhm.
Well, snuck into the party. I don't think any of you were invited except for Milia. Yeah,
I
she was invited.
I was invited to perform, but only because I poisoned the original bard that was supposed to play tonight. So does that count?
Yeah. So
Invited
no.
via sabotage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The only person legitimately invited. without sneaky means.
I have authentic papers.
Uh-huh.
Authentic
if you look
looking.
real close, they seem. Yeah. So you were all invited. And it was a birthday party for the brother of basically like the mayor, the lord, is Monsieur Blue. And
Monsieur
his
Blue.
brother. So it was Monsieur Noir's birthday.
Birthday boy.
He got murdered. Surprisingly. Murdered. He got moided. Very shockingly.
Moided.
And then you guys walked around visiting with different guests to try and figure out who done it. You met like the vampire lord, who seems very odd for being a vampire.
He's not a vampire, he's a poser.
You met Lady Katrina, who is head of the church. You met Lord Katzenboots, who was a best friend to Monsieur Noir. You met Maxon Millix, who turned out to be Detective Branya. I forgot Detective Branya's stats. Oh no.
Oh god. While you're doing that, I'll just quickly introduce my character. My name is Gavin, and I'm playing as Starkus Kennelly. And Starkus is the bard of the group. I'm playtesting the new expert class bard. He's a 5th level. And he's got kind of like a pointed goatee. He wears kind of like this little headdress thing. It's kind of like a, just like a little tight hat cap thing. And he's dressed pretty fine. He's wearing some fine clothes, and he wields a violin. And up till now, he's been playing it very kind of regally and formally, just, sawing the bow back and forth in long, dreary tones to really just bring down the whole mood of this party. But as combat starts, I think you'll hear he kind of kicks it up a notch and plays it in fiddle mode. He activates fiddle mode. So that's his whole thing. And Starkus is all about summoning demons and engaging in the dark arts and everything. So he's not your typical horny bard, guys. That's what I'm saying.
Are you
not
sure?
The typical one.
He's
we
not
all know
like
he has a thing for Katrina.
He's not like the other bards. For Katrina the owl. I went back and watched the clip, by the way, of just when I was talking about dropping the rats from the rafters in Morse code, and like, it just made me smile.
That was
just
very good.
How happy everyone was with that. But anyway, so that
was hilarious.
That's Starkus. All right, let's kick it over to Kate. How about?
Why me?
Because you're next on my fucking stream thing.
I don't know what order your thing is in. I just see the Discord. Anyway, yeah, I'm Cade. I'm his brother. I'm playing Norris Dustup. I also always feel the need, or sort of feel the need. I have a stutter. It's great. It's annoying.
Oh.
Anyway, he's a halfling rogue. I'm doing the rogue expert class, also level 5 because we're all level 5. Hey, stutters bad today.
Right.
He's wearing like very, very nice clothes that makes him look rather like portly or larger than he is, because underneath it he has his armor because he wants to keep wearing it. So it's hidden. But he's
I'll allow it.
wearing very nice stuff. And it also helps him hide his various weapons on him.
Yeah, did they have like a metal detector for this party or what?
I hope not.
I would have been clean, except for a little knife.
If you were invited, no. Like, they just assume that you're gonna be on the up and up because you're part of the ecosystem. I don't know.
So now
my whole thing is killing the rats.
Yeah.
I got weapons.
Yeah, tell us
They
about.
probably checked you. I bet they checked you, and maybe they checked the bard. Especially if you were clean already. Anyway, they probably checked you guys.
But like, what are they
but
gonna
Cade-
say? Because she's covered in like weapons and like rat poison and stuff.
Monsieur Blue made a special exception because she came highly recommended. So,
All right. Speaking of which, tell us about Vermilia.
Vermilia. Oh, she's the greatest. Well, her thing is rats. She's a rat killer of the highest of orders. She wears this cloak of rat skin from a lot of her kills, and she's fascinated by them and just, yeah, loves them.
So to be clear, the party of characters that are attending this party is comprised of Starkus, who is this like horrible, dreary, like demon worshiper bard, who plays just, the worst music. And then Norris, who is a halfling who is clearly wearing large, bulky armor underneath and like covered in weapons underneath his clothes. And then just like a rat killer wearing a rat skin cloak and just like disgusting. So like these are our heroes. Like somehow everyone's okay with us here.
no, well, it's not unusual. Like, Monsieur Blue
there's a literal
has
vampire
a
here,
weapon. Yeah, there's a literal vampire
That's
here.
true. So it's eclectic to begin with.
Yeah, Monsieur Blue has a sword. Katrina has her staff, which you can assume is magical.
And she's a big owl person, so.
Yeah, and she's a big owl.
Fair enough.
Ardling, I believe. So, like, people came in with weapons. It wasn't weird.
I know. I'm just saying, like, we don't think we come off as upper crust necessarily.
Maybe not. But again, like Cade in particular had the paperwork, so they just didn't even question it. Like if there were bouncers at the door or something, they didn't even question it.
Yep. Also, mainly the bow and daggers are hidden. I have a short sword that's like in view, but I have a bow and daggers hidden.
It's for ceremonial purposes.
Yeah.
We're all rangy people.
Blunted.
I could be melee.
Yeah,
I
good luck with that.
can hang and bang.
Oh, are you sure?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about
I guess we're
backtraps.
gonna
I'm
see.
squishy. I'm the squishiest of us all.
All right.
Starkiss is gonna immediately die.
You'll see. I got some tricks up my sleeve. Are you ready? Are we ready?
Yes. So let's get back into the action.
Let's do it. Let me kick up my battle music.
Here's what happened. Lord Katzenboots said that you should touch the arrow because he was pretty sure it was trapped, and it was. And it broke in half, releasing a red slod and a specter right in front of everybody. So there we go.
All right, so we're gonna fight. All right, so we've already rolled initiative. Have you already sorted everyone?
Yes. So first off will be Lord Katzenboots.
Lord Katzenboots and Katzenboots.
Yeah. Lord Katzenboots, guess what? Rolled a 20.
Oh, Jesus.
So, a natural 20. So Lord Katzenboots. Let me check what Lord Katzenboots wants to do. Let me pull up the stats real quick.
Katzenboots has stats.
Yes. So Lord Katzenboots. Oof. Okay. So I guess that's what he's gonna do.
He runs up and he stabs Norris in the back of the neck.
No, Lord Katzenboots is gonna stay where he's at. So what you see is this, like, he's a little bit chubby, as you can see, if you're not just listening to the podcast or whatever. But Lord Katzenboots is a bit chubbier. He's got a very formal suit on. He's got like a walking cane. Doesn't seem very like fancy, necessarily. But what Lord Katzenboots does is he points his finger like a little finger gun. He points it at the red slod and says "pow, pow," and then from his fingers come, just large charging rays of fire.
Ooh.
So the first one will hit, and the second one will also hit.
Yay.
Where's my D8? My D8 is missing.
Come on, one of mine.
Oh no.
Oh no, I found it. 3, 1. Ooh, that's not great. So he hits the slot.
Once.
And it doesn't seem to do very much damage. Like, the slot barely even looks over at him. It's got so many targets, like, right in front of it that it doesn't seem to be phased by the attack at all.
Let the record show that I purposely tried to give some distance between myself and the door, but the battle came to me anyway. Just let the record show.
It was recorded, so.
Yep.
That's true.
It is known. So, the slot has so many choices right now. I'm going to roll a d4 real quick. Beep. So
Starkus.
It turns to the smallest one.
Ooh.
Thinking it easy prey.
I will be. Have the least HP.
So, Kate, I have a question for you. What are you going to do for the rest of the stream?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me get 3 d20s out
for the damage.
I can't. For the attack. For the 3 attacks it's gonna do.
How come there's no monster that deals 3d20 damage? That's my question. Come on, Wizards of the Coast, you cowards.
Yeah. Okay. For the first hit. Wait, what's your AC?
16.
That's not bad.
Well,
I'm gonna die.
It rolled
right
a 15.
Now.
It rolled a natural 15.
No,
minimum.
natural 15.
No.
So plus it's 4. So all 3 of these attacks are gonna hit you.
Oh my god.
What it does first is it lurches forward with its whole mouth, and bites right into your shoulder. That is going
my head off. I'm like 3 feet tall, tops.
Oh, lucky for you though. Minimum damage, which is 5 damage. So it kind of bites into you, thinking being a slot, it's not terribly intelligent. So it's thinking that oh, this is just like a bulky piece of small meat, but it crunches into your armor and it doesn't get as deep as it thought it would. So then instead it pulls back and it hits you with its claw attacks.
I'm gonna say then there's the other 2 attacks. I'm probably gonna be bloodied at least now. The very least.
Hang on, I have to do math. So the first claw attack, it hits you for 7.
That's bloodied right there.
Second attack, it hits you for 9 piercing.
I'm at 3.
Wait. What?
What?
24 hit points at 5th level?
I have 0 con, and I did not roll good.
Why didn't you take the average, you dummy?
I always roll. Rolling's more fun.
Also, I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
That's what I was waiting for.
This is gonna go well. All right.
You need some.
I need to roll a 14. That's a 13.
Oh.
Hey, Kate.
Yeah, okay.
Was Norris a virgin before?
Wait, hold on. I forgot a thing. Uncanny dodge. Uncanny dodge. So I should take 4 on the last one instead.
Okay.
So that's 3 extra.
But you still.
No, 4. Because wait, half of
You're on fire.
9. Wait, does it round up or down? Hold on, let me look at the thing. Where'd it go?
Oh no. That's so
dodge.
gross.
Round
If
down.
anyone knows what slots do,
Yeah.
that's gross.
This is use uncanny dodge. Round down.
4. Okay, yeah. So I only took 4, then.
Instead
Okay.
of 5 damage each.
From the
That's
last
good.
one.
Wait, what was the last attack damage?
9.
9? Yeah, so you take 4 from it instead of 9.
Okay, so there's. Okay, so I'm at 8.
Oh
Okay,
God.
that's bad. I gotta remember,
Kate,
uncanny dodge exists.
Did you hear my question? Was Norris a virgin before? Before just now?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Well, he's not anymore.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't matter right now because it takes 3 months. But you do feel as its first set of claws dig into you, you feel something come through into your skin, but it digs itself in before you really get a chance to identify what exactly has filled you. But for the player, Cade, just mark that you have a slot egg implanted in you.
Where do I put that?
I don't know.
In your inventory?
Gotta figure it out.
With parentheses inside rib cage.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, is this lot done?
Yeah.
Whose turn is it now?
Now it is the Spectre's turn.
Oh, good.
Yeah, everything gets to go before you, except okay, not really, but this goes before you.
Okay.
I'm literally the last person.
So this one is actually gonna go for the Maxon, or the detective rather.
Screw you, Mac. He'll live.
So it's going to just try and hit them, and that's a hit. That's just everything's hitting today, guys. That's great. That's fine.
Oh no.
She's probably not
Dead.
going to feel well. Well, how does 3d6 sound to you guys?
Ow.
Yeah,
That's not too bad.
2, 5,
What is that? 12?
10.
An average?
Something like that.
Average of 10.5.
Oof.
10 and a half. Okay.
Or no,
Which
just
is nearly
10.
half my total.
No, 10.5.
So hold on. Just have to. There's so many characters. I apologize. I don't know why
Yeah.
I did this to myself.
That's the problem with NPCs is now you got to fight yourself.
Yep. Okay, so you see the. Let me just double check and make sure this is all correct.
You made these NPCs level 5, right?
Not all of them actually. Some of them
Oh,
were not
no.
worthy enough.
Oh no.
Oof. All right, so you see the Spectre go for the Maxon, or the detective rather, and the detective is hit by the Spectre, and you see their skin, the Maxon's skin, shrivel up slightly.
no.
I'm not gonna talk about what the effect is until one of you gets hit by it. But the Maxon Detective Branya looks quite hurt.
Can I make an Arcana check to try and
If you'd like.
discern that? I have expertise in Arcana. And I rolled a natural 13. Spectre gadget. So for a total of... Where the hell is my... 21.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. You're familiar with ghosts and specters for some
Indeed,
reason. You can tell me why.
I've studied them in great detail to see if they're useful in my ritualistic pursuits.
Well, in this case, the Maxon has been hit with life drain, and now they have or at least semi-permanently, reduced hit points.
Reduce maximum hit points?
Yes, so even if you heal them, they are now at maximum hit points as of right now, and they look not okay. All right, and then it's Starkus' turn.
All right. Time to F some S. So Starkus, like I said, he's got his violin, and he switches it into fiddle mode, and all of a sudden he's like, and he's like just going at it. And then as part of that, you see the bow of his fiddle start to like glow, as if like the friction is creating a lot of heat, and the string like erupts into like a white hot flame. And he casts as a bonus action Shillelagh, which causes the wood of a club or quarterstaff. I have DM permission to use my bow instead. To imbue with nature's power. And I took this using the Magic Initiate feat. So don't worry, I don't have this through Bard. I got this through the feat. So now what I'm going to do is... do I really want to use my action to attack? I'm actually not really a frontline fighter. I don't have extra attack or anything like that. So maybe I should do something different. But it's so cool. I could try and cast Shatter, but I think that's going to go bad. Yeah, what I'm going to do is... what's this next to us? What's this little thing on the ground? Is it like a brazier?
It's a barrel.
It's a barrel. Can I hop on top of the barrel to get like the high grounds to get advantage of my attack?
Yes.
I'll
allow it.
Thank you, generous DM. So I'm gonna hop up on the barrel, like all Pirates of the Caribbean style, and then just slam down with the bow of my fiddle. And when it strikes, it makes a sound like the sonic charges of Boba Fett's ship. And here we go. Rolling for the attack with advantage. Let's see what I get. Ooh, natural 18 for a total of a 25.
That will hit.
Excellent. So that's going to be D8 plus 4 magical bludgeoning damage. This damage is magical. If it has resistance to non-magical damage, mine cuts through. Here we go. Natural.
Wait, I do need to know that. It does have magic resistance.
Yeah, so does it say resistance to damage from non-magical attacks or something?
No, it just says has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
No, it's not a saving throw, it's an attack roll.
I know, but it's listed as magic resistance is what it's listed as.
Right, no, it wouldn't have a resistance against the attack.
Okay, then no.
But it doesn't have damage resistance?
Damage resistance, no.
Okay. Well, I rolled the lowest possible damage, so it's going to be 5 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so you stab, I assume, into the head of the slod,
No,
right?
I slam down into it with the bow.
Like a bludgeoning type attack?
Yep.
Okay. So you slam down into it, and it looks irked.
Oh, good.
You hit its scales, and it does hurt it a little bit, but it just kind of snarls.
Oh. And tell you what, can I actually have done something earlier? I forgot that I had it. When Cade's character took damage, could I have used my reaction to do a Bardic Inspiration thing on him? It would just heal him for some of the damage.
Sure. Only because I'm worried you guys are going to die.
I forgot the bards operate exclusively off of reactions, so I'll use my reaction for this round to say, like, when I saw you get hit by that attack, that's part of my fiddling. I give you a little boost. I heal you from some of that damage. So let me roll my Bardic Inspiration die. It's a D8. Roll better than a 1. 6. Okay, give yourself 6 hit points back.
I will take it.
Okay. All right, and that is the end of my turn.
All right. So Lady Katrina, seeing that you are occupied by a slod and a specter, starts to go. I'm gonna have her like use her flight and movement to move onto the stage.
That's my spot.
She looks to Monsieur Bleu. She looks to Monsieur Bleu and says, "It would be best if you open the door so we can get everyone out of here." And Monsieur Bleu,
don't listen to her.
He looks very hesitant, and he looks back at all the guests who are currently backed against the far side of the wall. And he instead draws his sword and looks towards the slod, and he says, "I think it's better if we take care of this first." And for right now, that's all Katrina's going to do for her turn. So then it's Norris.
All right, cool. Okay.
Bonus action, disengage.
Disengage. Get out of there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Cool. And then I'm going to pull out my bow and shoot the slod. Because holy crap.
Do you have advantage on that because I'm adjacent? No, you don't, but you get sneak attack.
I'll get sneak attack.
Cool.
I just need to hit.
Yep.
Okay, I have a +7. Okay, that's a 12, so 19.
Awesome. That's a hit.
Okay. Oh, shoot. I forgot to bring the rest of my dice over. Okay, so I'm just going to roll this 4 times. Okay. So
Yeah, right? I was looking for my dice too, and I'm like,
Oh, mine's going to be a lot of rolling as well. Don't worry.
Here, Kate, I'll roll for you. Oh, wow, it was all 6s. Weird.
Uh-huh.
What's 8 + 5? 13. And then +4 is 17.
17 damage?
17 damage.
Ooh. I'm going to say for flavor, you draw your bow, injured and bleeding a little bit.
Like
feeling
stumbling.
not so well. Yeah, feeling not so well. Feeling a little bit, I don't know, morning sick. But you shoot the arrow, and you manage to land it right in the slod's eye. And it kind of has, and it's hurt.
Nice. Can I throw up
That
as
was
a
a good hit. Can you what?
Can I throw up as a free action?
Throw up? Yes, you can.
Thank you. As I'm running, it's like soaking the front of my clothes. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, and then it's Vermilia. Yep.
Okay, one quick question. Where the hell does this door lead to? So I come out here.
So that just leads back.
Here?
It just leads back into the ballroom. Oh,
Okay.
you mean what's? I'll let you pick
Yeah,
the square, the hex you land on.
Okay,
Just because I didn't
so,
really have it. I didn't have it like
One.
exactly planned out. Technically, over here is where the front door should be, but I've been I've been super loosey goosey about where all the doors are, so it's fine.
3. Nope. Oh, game crash. No, we're good. Okay, I'm going there. I am. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to go one more. There we go. I am using Hunter's Mark, because I can cast it once for free per day. And I'm putting it on the salad.
Yeah,
And,
I keep thinking salad too.
Hunter's Mark. Oh yeah, that's injured enemy. Okay, cool. So first attack, gonna roll. Oh god, what is with my dice? I rolled a nat 1. Okay, second attack.
Do you? Oh, that gives you inspiration if you didn't already have. Do you already have
have
inspiration?
it? Yeah.
Well, so you can use it if you want to re-roll then.
I can wait. I can do that after
Yeah.
I roll.
That's how it works now. Is you do it after.
The new rule is that you now can use it after.
Also, you can just check it on your
okay.
character sheet instead of writing it on the thing. You can check and uncheck it.
Oh, I didn't actually know that was.
So right now you don't have it
Okay,
because
cool.
you just spent
So now
it.
I don't have
and then
it.
re-roll
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Really? Does a 14 hit?
Oh man.
It hits exactly.
Hey.
Yes. Okay, so this is still the first attack. Which means it takes 1d6 plus 4 plus a d6 plus a d8.
This is just
Wait,
the first
I gotta find my
attack.
Pardon me. What's that math?
Okay, Hunter's Mark adds a d6 to the damage. And then Hunter's Prey, I get 1d8, an extra d8 damage once per turn against an injured enemy.
And the
Nice.
base damage is a d6, right?
And the base damage is a d6,
And
and
then
then
you
I
add
add 4
your
piercing on
modifier,
top of
yeah.
that.
Well, it sounds like the Ranger's way better now.
The Ranger's pretty good.
14.
14 damage.
14 damage. That was first attack.
That was first attack. You got 2 more, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, you shoot it and it goes like right into its shoulder blade and it goes. "Gah!"
This next one won't have the d8 if it's.
These sound effects are great.
Oh,
for
yeah, that hits. Okay.
Thank you.
Then this plus 4. 11 damage.
Okay.
And then wait. Okay, that hits too. Plus 14.
Whoa,
Wait,
you rolled
another
well.
14 after
Yeah,
the 11?
another 14.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
She's rolling
Okay.
rocks.
14, 11, 14.
Nice. Yeah, that's a lot of good hits there. Wow, slots don't really actually have that many resistances, to be honest. So, you know. As long as those were all piercing, right? I imagine.
Yes.
Okay.
It should be.
I think it was like a clustered
piercing.
shot, like 3 bolts all in the exact same spot. By the way, Huso, did Warlock UA come out yet? No, not yet. Right now we just have the expert classes. Hopefully, I'm actually hoping we get Warrior class group next.
Like Barbarian and Fighter and such.
Barbarian, Fighter, and Monk. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping
Rangers
for.
are pretty awesome now.
Yeah, I like the Ranger so far.
I
feel
do
like it's a
feel
good
like-
damage dealer.
Yeah, I do feel like they're missing like an iconic class thing that defines them though. Because like right now they're just kind of a mix of a fighter and a druid, you know, like they don't really have anything that's like the Ranger's own unique thing, you know.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, but like that's a spell, and like I can get Hunter's Mark as a bard if I want to eventually. So
Oh, okay.
it's like Anyway, we can just
I don't need to use concentration.
That's true. That is very nice. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was a little tangent. So
That thing's not dead yet.
No, it's very bloody, but it is still standing.
Ah.
I'm still standing.
and for anyone wondering, how she's able to do 3 crossbow attacks in a single turn is with the crossbow expert feat, and the dual wielding and stuff like that. So in terms of like the actual rules, she's kind of like juggling them and reloading as she goes, because like you can do it because now you can do an object interaction as part of an attack to draw or stow a weapon. So like it does make sense. It's just like complicated in the nitty gritty, but realistically she can just be like pew pew pew. So that's the rule for how that works.
So it is Monsieur Blue's turn. I'm just gonna move him up a little bit. 5, 10, 20, 25,
Watch him just come in and murder everyone.
30.
It's a level 20 wizard. You cast a meteor swarm.
5, 10, 15. So he has to use all of his action to come up here. Or because he has to dash, is that the term? I forget.
Yep.
Dash,
Monsieur
yeah.
Blue,
Yeah,
not
he has to
afraid.
dash.
So as he comes up, Starkus
With
says,
his longsword drawn.
yeah, Starkus says, oh, I'm glad to see you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, Monsieur Blue. As he's fiddling away.
He is also going, so he also reaches into his other side and pulls out a short sword.
Ooh.
Because apparently he can do that.
That's weird. So a long sword and a short sword?
Yeah, well, he has multi-attack too. It's very interesting. We'll see if he gets any hits. He can't do anything right now anyway. So then we are gonna go to the Maxon.
Run, Maxon, run!
So she looks quite hurt. Out of her cane, she had drawn a bit of a sword. I think technically I should use. Well, I think technically it'd probably be more like a rapier, but I'm just gonna use what I have on the stats, which is a short sword. We're just gonna call it gun.
It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, we might be fudging a little bit, but
Except
unless it
dex
does
versus
do.
strength.
Yeah.
Short sword is a light weapon, so it can be dual wielded.
Yeah,
And I think short sword you can't use dex. I think you have to use strength. Am I correct or not?
It has the finesse, so either.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Either way, I guess
she's
it's
using
not that-
dex. Or sorry, they are using dex. So they are going to make 2 attacks. So I'm just gonna roll both D20s. Unless it falls off the desk.
Ah!
Oof. Let me see if that's enough to hit the slot. I don't think that is. So she tries twice to hit the slot and misses both times because she is like, you could see that like their skin looks like tighter and maybe even a little more wrinkled. So they take a deep breath and then they use cunning action to disengage as a bonus action and get out of there. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. To go stand by you.
Oh,
Okay.
that means this
This is like a knowing nod of like, yep.
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 And now we are back to the top, friends. To the Katzen.
That means
Wait, someone rolled worse than a nat 1?
Huh?
No, we're now back up to the top of the initiative.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that means people went after me.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, both Monsieur Blue and the detective went last.
But now
They
I
were
have my reaction
Useless
back now, so that means I can do my bard stuff again.
All right. So hold on. I'm trying to think of what. Okay. Lord Katzen is gonna come right up to the slot, like right up here to the slot.
I'll be honest, I did
And
not
yes,
expect
next to
these
the
party
specter.
guests to throw down.
Yeah. So Lord Katzen takes his staff, which to you just looks like a staff, with a rounded top that looks like maybe it's made of marble, like elegant green and white marble, and he takes it in his hand with both of his hands and strikes at the slod.
The horrible
with-
beast.
Who is this guy? He got some magic. He got
Oh,
some
man.
bludgeoning. Who is
The
this guy?
first attack. Oh, and the second attack hit. Oh, good. So here's what you see. You're confused because you see, a rounded edge. But what you see is that rounded edge go like into the slot as though it were pointed. So you kind of wavers a little bit. So you kind of get the sense. I'm just gonna say you all get the sense like, I don't think that's actually a staff, or I think that's a spear in disguise.
Minor illusion.
So this guy's an illusionist.
Yes, and they do actually use, he uses it two-handed. So that means
D8
different
for
damage.
spirit.
It's a D8. Because spears are also versatile, like we were saying.
Mhm.
So hold, please. So 10. So 17 damage. As Lord Katzen just stabs as hard as he can. And that slot is looking quite hurt. And it's resistant to this. But as you stab too, you all feel a bit of heat coming off of the Lord Katzen as well.
Oh, no.
Max damage. Okay, even resistant, he rolled max damage. So that's another 6 damage of fire. So you see the slot skin starting to peel away a little bit from where it was stabbed with the spear.
Die, Salad, die.
I get sunburn.
So, unfortunately, the Slod gets another turn. So you see a lot of its wounds start to close, especially as it like yanks out the one, it yanks out the arrow that Norris put in its eye, and like its eye even starts to like slowly come back. It doesn't do a lot. It still looks quite bloody and hurt, but it yanks it out and begins to regenerate somewhat.
Damn, I knew it should cast Chill Touch.
So I think that because the Lord Katzen hurt it quite a bit, it spins around and lunges with its mouth to bite first. And that's gonna be a whoa, that is a hit. It almost wasn't a hit. Not with the bite. It's not the bite you gotta look out for. It's the claws.
It's the bark.
Yeah. Okay. So Lord Katzen kind of raises his arm and takes the brunt of the bite on his arm. And it looks a little painful, but Lord Katzen just kind of grunts a little bit. Very, very manly-like. For being overweight and not that handsome. I'm just saying, it's not.
Damn.
Okay.
Is he dead?
Yep. No. He actually seems alright. He seems...
I'm just kidding.
Again, he seems annoyed. Like, very... He just seems like a little annoyed.
Good, I wasn't going to use my bardic inspiration to help him anyway.
Well, now he's going to get hit, though, by 2 claws. The first one...
They get 3 attacks as
hits.
well? God damn it.
The first one hits, but the second one does not. So the Slod like swipes out with one claw, and Lord Katzen manages to like avoid that one. But then the Slod kind of does a bit like of an uppercut with its claws, and like tears a little bit into the stomach of this man. And he must make a saving throw. And passes. So whatever had happened to Norris, as Norris is like watching this exchange, it doesn't look like Lord Katzen is ill or upset in the same way that you were when you got hit. He does still take damage though, before I forget. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So it wasn't actually, he seems fine. That's all you see, guys. Lord Katzen is actually quite fine. Which I wasn't expecting, but whatever. All right. And now it is the it is the Spectre's turn. So the Spectre, it had another target come right up to it, so it's just going to hit this one. Yeah.
Yeah, leave me out of this.
Yeah, lucky you guys getting. So the Spectre reaches out a hand to, presumably to try and do what it did to the Maxon. But Lord Katzenbooks just kind of like, with a nimbleness that doesn't seem fitting for his form, just kind of ducks the attack. And then it's Starkus' turn.
All right.
Starkus!
So Starkus, seeing that this red Slod has regenerated some of its wounds, like they're knitting closed around the bolts sticking out of the back of its neck, and now that it's turned its back to him, Starkus is going to extend a hand out, and like out of it comes like another spectral hand that reaches out and like tries to grab around the throat of the Slod. I'm just going to cast Chill Touch. So I need you to... oh, it's an attack. It's not even a saving throw. Nice. I was worried it was going to be a saving throw. But yeah, it's just an attack. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to roll that. Here we go.
He said.
I don't think I would have advantage in this one. So here we go. Okay. Yo, dog, I heard you like hands. All right, so a 13 plus a 7, so a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Fantastic. Here comes 2d8 damage. This is why I should never actually do cool things like Shillelagh. Here we go. Come on. All right, so 9. That's going to be 9 necrotic damage, and the target cannot regain hit points until the end of my next turn. So regeneration is a no-go, Mr. Slod.
And how much damage did you do?
9.
9.
9 necrotic damage.
It's looking extremely hurt. It's
Mm.
like
Come on, just kill the bitch.
wavering.
Unfortunately, that was my action, so... do I have any other, like, reactions? I have a healing word, I guess, but, like, I don't like to heal people. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Save,
Oh, I
save
could've
your
done-
for Norris.
I'll do that next time. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else I want to do, so maybe I don't want to run away, because then I'm going to talk of opportunity against me.
It's okay. It should be dead.
You know what? I think I'll just use my action to just kind of clap Monsieur Blue on the shoulder and be like, "We have this, not to worry."
All right. Well, as you say that, it is Katrina's turn now, and she turns to Monsieur Blue and she says, "With all due respect, my lord, I definitely feel that you should open, you should release everyone and let not hostages, let all of the servants and everyone flee as quickly as possible."
She's trying to
You're fucking
escape.
useless.
She's trying to
You see?
escape.
I want you, Starkus, to make a Arcana check.
I'm good at those. Okay. Yep. Natural 18 for a total of 26.
If you get over, you could just say, "I got over 20.
I got 58. Is that good?
Shut up. Never mind. That could be difficult. So the Maxon, or not Max, sorry, Monsieur Blue, you turn to tell him, like, don't listen to, but you see a bleariness in his eyes, and you recognize that as he you see for a moment, he is struggling to not listen to the other voices around him.
Hold on.
But he raises his hand.
Did he make a
and
Hold on. Did he make a saving throw just now?
He did.
Okay, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to use the boosted D20 test version. So I'm going to roll a D8 and let him add it to his saving throw total.
Okay.
Better roll good.
2.
Watch you rolling that.
Very
one.
good.
2.
Yeah, +2. Does that do it?
He raises his hand and he shakes and he snaps.
Damn it.
And you feel that trapped feeling you felt in the last session when he initially sealed off and locked down the estate has vanished.
It's fucking bullshit.
This is bullshit.
And Lady Katrina
Rolled a 2.
looks over to the servants and to the vampire in the corner and says, "Everyone get out." And then she goes 5, 10, 15.
Oh, come on.
She heads for the front door.
Oh, wait. I thought the front door was on the other end.
No,
No, it was
I
this
said it was
end.
this end.
Oh.
I know it's confusing. I'm sorry. I was loosey-goosey about the doors.
Ow.
Lord
Because I think the
Katzen-
bathroom was over here.
Lord Katzen looks across the bleeding slot at you, Starkus, and he kind of smiles a little bit and he says, "Well, things are about to get a little more interesting. I'd say watch out." She goes to the doors
Oh no.
and touches them. This is what I said, is I had so many traps set up and they're just gonna activate them all.
Why did you activate it?
Let me just check. I have to remember which trap this is. Hang on.
Jesus.
Hold on. What? There's traps. I'm sorry, but not really.
I was
Let me
gonna
just-
say, would
Watch it
Mr.
actually be the
Blue able
vampire.
to be able to like undo his spell or drop it?
What was that?
Would Monsieur Blue be able to drop his spell when it's not his turn?
I'm saying yes.
Okay.
I'm saying yes because it's dramatic.
That's fair. I was trying.
I
to
mean,
find a way
that's
to
what you're
push
saying
our
is
favor.
fair, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Because she wants to torture us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She hates the
Okay.
fact that the ranger can actually do damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Okay. Crap. Hold on while I look up another monster stat.
Guys, we gotta kill the
Oh.
salad first.
We gotta kill Katrina first.
I can't. I have to focus the
I
salad.
know.
Otherwise, I don't get my extra D6.
I know.
So she touches the door with her claws, and she jolts back as it shocks her. And I'm gonna have her take a few steps back. And let me find them. I have them over here in my hidden fog of war. Where'd they go? Where are they?
Please don't tell me like 4 guys pop out.
Nah, it's not 4.
4 ancient
Okay,
red
7.
dragons come pouring into the room.
So it is
Oh.
2.
Banshee.
Oh, dang it. I forgot they say what they are. But yeah.
Okay.
I forgot.
Sorry.
So
My
so
bad
then-
for ruining it.
A
No,
mimic?
no, it's okay.
Guys,
I
this
forgot.
chest is a mimic. It says so on the piece.
It's all right. So yeah. So as she steps back, the door kind of makes a snapping sound. It's kind of similar to the arrow, but it seems more echoey and more dark. And 2 banshees form, screaming and wailing as they look upon the person who activated the trap.
Killer.
I don't think she used all of her movement. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, she did. She was in the process of using all her movement to get to the door. So, that's it.
So
I'm just gonna put them at the end because I don't want to roll 100 and more initiatives. I'd rather not. All right. So then. Oh, I wondered, do I have to do that now? Everyone can see the banshee that's in 60 feet. Do I have to do that now? There's an
What
effect
is that?
for if you can see it.
When
Probably.
does it trigger?
Or is it on her turn? It just
It would
says
since we're
it's
in
not
combat,
an attack. It's not an attack, it just is. It's called Horrifying Visage.
So what does it say?
Usually,
It says each non-undead creature within 60 feet of the banshee that can see her must succeed on a DC 13 saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute.
So is it an action or not? Is it just...
It doesn't look like it's an action.
Is it listed under actions?
It is. Okay, it is.
Yeah.
So then it would be. Okay,
Yep.
fair enough. We'll worry about that later then. Just don't look at it, I guess.
and that only happens once.
No,
So I think the banshees can
It
use it as an
depends.
action on each of their turns if they want to.
Yeah.
By the way, if we're dealing with the slod, Huzo says, "Did you try pouring expired ranch on it? It will ruin any salad. Har har har."
my one weakness. How did you
My
know?
one weakness. Don't worry, I'm gonna start throwing rats at it. Start nibbling on the salad.
Oh yeah. You just have the rats take care
Guys,
of it. They'll eat anything.
let us just leave.
Dude, okay. Dude, I know, I really want to speak with animals. Tell a rat to get all of his friends and just start attacking shit.
Get all your bros.
It turns out that your rat skin
We're
cloak is
throwing
actually
down.
just made of rats who are all holding onto each other and they're alive. So your cloak just vanishes and there's a million rats crawling around.
That would be awesome.
Isn't there like something that lets you summon a rat swarm?
Oh, probably.
There's there's like a spell of some kind.
Whose turn is
Oh,
it?
I should have got that spell.
It is Norris's turn.
Norris.
All right. So, question for you: if I were to attack Katrina, would she be like surprised and I would get sneak attack? Would I?
What?
If I were to attack Katrina, would I get my sneak attack?
That's a long distance.
It's 80 feet. I counted it out, which is the range of a short bow, the short range.
I will allow it because she is currently preoccupied with the things in front of her. She's not expecting an attack from behind right now.
No,
yeah, especially from an opposite ally. So
Don't do it.
yeah, I was planning on attacking her anyway.
Don't do it.
It's fine. I'm doing it. I'm doing
Oh
it.
no. Oh.
17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this. So
Feels like
3,
2 HP.
6 to 9. One more. That's 4. So 13 plus 4, 17 damage.
Ouch. So you hit her I'm gonna say like you hit her in the shoulder as she's like stumbling back away from the banshees, and she makes a shrieking. I wish I knew an owl noise. I don't think I know an owl noise.
Hoot.
But she makes a hoot. Ow. hoot, ow. She makes that noise.
And then
And she,
question, or go.
yeah, well, she like she whips her, without turning her
Yeah.
body, she whips her head to look at you.
Gross.
And then question because I forgot from last time is this like dance area elevated or recessed?
Okay, so I was looking at this earlier. I think last time we said elevated, but by the shadows of everything, I think it's...
I think it's recessed, yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was elevated, but this was recessed. That's
That
what
makes
we
sense.
decided last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Then
think I had gotten it mixed up last time, but looking at the map the other night,
Yeah, I think it goes up, down, down.
Yep.
Those
Yeah.
2 steps
Okay,
down.
then I'm gonna go, because I'm small, like, I'm gonna like move up and over stuff, over the table chairs. 5, 10, 15, 20, 12. I'm gonna drop down, go over to here.
it's a
And I'm
30-foot drop.
Ah, shit.
It's 1,000
then-
feet down.
Then I'm gonna bonus
For
action
4 stairs.
hide.
Bonus action hide. Nice.
Yeah,
That's a smart idea.
it's the first time using one of my big expertise things. Okay,
Matt.
that is a 19.
Yeah, you hide. You're small.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm
cover.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep,
you had
exactly.
you have to roll to hide?
To see how well you hide, I assume.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I think it goes against like passive perceptions. So like if I rolled really terribly, someone has a passive of like 13, they could see me still. and then I
Actually,
wouldn't see that.
hold
I
on.
thought that's just
Is
stealth.
it a new? Is that a new rule too? The hide action.
It's just DC 15. The new rule is it's just DC 15, regardless of who you're hiding against.
Oh, I
Seems-
didn't realize that.
That seems not right, but okay.
Yeah.
Rules are written. We're
We
doing
were
the rules.
playing as the old rules. Sorry, we're trying to play the new rules.
Yep.
Well, if anyone wants to hit you, I'll have them look for you. But right now, they've got enough on their hands. Speaking of, it is Vermilia's
Oh,
turn.
but
That is the end
Cade,
of Norse's
do make
turn.
note of your check total. That becomes the DC for someone to find you with a wisdom perception check.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. Salad again is getting hit.
Nice. And it didn't
That's a
regen, right?
natural 20!
Hey!
Hey,
So, wait, you double just the base dice?
damage
You double
base dice.
all the
Right?
All of the
Well, they just
dice?
had one more die of damage for the crit now.
I'm not sure actually, because I don't remember, because that's with the older playtest. I don't remember how these stack.
Yeah, because I have Hunter's Mark adding a d6, and then Hunter's Prey adding a d8.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't remember, because they came out with like, oh no, at the beginning of this document it says what to do. Hang on, we should get this right. Let me check. It'll take me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry,
this
we
is-
don't have the
this is
new rules
playtest
memorized,
material.
everybody.
How to playtest. You're welcome to combine this with character origins. If you do combine this, use only the rules glossary found here. Okay. So we only use the rules glossary in this one, so we don't use the old one. So no, it's regular critical hits as we're accustomed to. Yeah.
Okay.
So you take
So
all the
what do I do?
dice and you double all the dice and you add the modifier just once.
Okay,
So
so
it's pretty much
I rolled 2 d8s and 4 d6s.
Correct.
Do it.
Okay. I need to clone these. No, I'll just roll it twice. A 7 plus 12 is 19 plus 4,
23.
23. That's 23 on the first hit on the salad.
Okay. Where do you hit it that destroys it?
Oh,
That's what I was thinking
straight,
about. I was like, where is it?
straight in the back of the neck.
All right. So you,
Like dead smack on the spot. Just
I like to envision that that Vermilia was actually talking about, that she was talking about like, I'm gonna call all my rat friends. Like she's actually talking about this out loud, maybe not realizing it, but then she shoots just one and more arrow, and it goes straight through the neck of the slot, and it topples over and
it topples over?
dies. Yeah.
Okay,
Blech.
so Gavin, so I'm still dual wielding. That was my first attack. Can I still attack another thing?
Yes, you can, but you don't get your hunter's mark because it says in the spell you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. So you've lost your
you're
hunter's
right.
mark for the rest of the turn, but next turn you can get it back up with a bonus action on someone else.
You're right. Okay, so I don't get the extra D6.
Correct.
But I can. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh, specters are not going to be helpful for me because I'm non-magical.
That might be my job.
Are banshees magical?
One way to find out.
I think they're both incorporeal, so
Oh shit!
just shoot Katrina.
I'm not gonna shoot Katrina. No, I am very. It seems like Vermilia is kind of neutral in this. She doesn't know what to think. But I'm gonna shoot the banshee. Yeah.
Wait, the banshee or the specter?
The banshee. This one.
You will
Okay.
have disadvantage for the range, but yeah.
Will I?
Yeah.
I don't have disadvantage on range because of my my thing. I have a thing.
He's a thing.
Expertise.
What is
Crossbow's
this thing?
expertise. I don't have a minimum range.
Really?
Why would I have disadvantage
Yeah,
anyway?
I don't have a minimum range. I can attack point blank.
Oh,
40 feet.
okay. I'm sorry. I was looking at the Maxon. My bad. I was looking at the
Okay.
detective because you're both
I'm
purple.
looking at, like, I'm sitting there like, that's
Oh,
like
okay.
20 feet. Why
Yeah,
is-
sorry, everybody's purple.
Yeah, everybody's purple. I was very confused.
Purple
Sorry.
is a good color.
Okay, I thought you were meaning how close I was, and I'm like, I'm pretty
No.
sure it's like a 5 foot
No,
close.
you're good.
but-
Yeah,
okay.
no, my bad.
Okay. So second attack as a 6 + 9 is a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah. Okay. Just 1d6 sucks. 1 + 4.
So 5.
5 damage.
Non-magical
So-
piercing damage.
Non-damage. Yeah.
It goes through and makes her waver a little bit.
That sounds like 2
Okay.
damage to me.
We're gonna call
And-
this one number 2. Let me put that real quick. Banshee 2. I have labeled her as Banshee 2.
It
Okay,
has a name.
So Banshee 2.
Fine. We're naming the first one Jerica.
Oh, cool.
And the second one, I didn't even want them to have names, but you forced my hand.
Wow.
The second
All
one's
right.
named Annalise.
Elise.
Annalise.
Annalise.
They were probably nobles in their time.
Their names are waffle and syrup.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
not
a
that bad.
Pan and cake.
16 to hit on the next one
Okay.
with
That is,
the same
I believe
damage.
that's a hit.
You rolled a 1
Same
again.
damage.
Yeah.
That sounds like Gavin's very disappointed in you.
I'm not
I'm
mad.
disappointed in me.
I'm just disappointed.
Gavin, you know that when I roll on Tabletop Sim, it's always the lowest roll possible.
Yeah.
That's why I started doing my dice. I still roll pretty bad with regular dice, but I like them better. I feel less screwed over
It's also more
Right?
satisfying to have an actual die.
by the algorithm.
At least she's taking damage, so that's good. I can add a D8.
So now it is Monsieur Blue's turn. He seems to have snapped out of whatever spell was being cast on him. And he said, but looking at Katrina, she's already like basically opened the door and activated whatever is going on over there. So he turns his focus instead to going 5, 10. He like very not as agile as he used to be. So he kind of very slowly climbs up on the couch. And so that I'm going to say he just has a straight roll. He doesn't get advantage or disadvantage for high ground or anything. And he swings down his first longsword attack, which misses. His second longsword attack, which misses. And then he can also make a short sword attack. So he's going to do that. Which, oh wait, that one might hit. Let me just check math. Yes. So he manages to stab it with his short sword. Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. And the specter doesn't look particularly perturbed by it, of course. Because it is ghostly. But he tried. He tried his best. Detective Branya. She is going to... I'm going to call it a bonus action, because I'm the DM and I have the power. She pulls out several different parts from underneath her cloak and attached to her. I see she has like a scabbard there actually, and she puts together a hand crossbow that's like take apartable.
Take
Don't
apartable.
judge me. Yes, don't judge me. I'm pregnant and tired, and I will use that excuse till I'm not
Disassemblable.
pregnant. Yes, that word. And then she's gonna.
Some assembly required.
Yeah. And then from.
I should have moved.
Oh, and I'm sorry. They. I keep forgetting they, because I used a female model, so it just confuses me. And then they pull from their fabulous boots an arrow, one of a few that they have, and they miss because they are still not feeling great. So they tried. Poor
I should have
Detective
moved
Brian.
back. Because, yeah, stupid.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen now. It's the Banshee's turn. Annalise, the Banshee Annalise turns. And everyone in 60 feet, you have to make a save.
Isn't that everyone but Norse?
I
And
think,
Branya.
Norris is out of range.
He also
And
can't
Branya, I
see her.
And Branya? Okay.
Wisdom save or what save?
Yeah, so it is a wisdom saving
Branya,
throw.
All right, here comes.
Thank goodness I don't need to make that.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Yeesh.
Come on. What's our DC?
You're good at that.
Yes! Yes!
What's the DC?
Rolled an 18.
All right. Awesome.
What's the DC?
You're fine. 13.
I got a
is what you're trying to
14.
beat. Okay. Awesome.
It's a straight roll for me.
So you two are immune for the next 24 hours.
Yes.
Yes.
So what she does is she turns and she screams at you. I still have to roll for the Baron, or not the Baron, the Monsieur.
Wait, so if my cloak is made out of rats, you see like little rat hands come out and just plug my ears.
Gross.
So the Monsieur fails. So the Monsieur looks absolutely terrified, and he like almost falls off the couch that he's standing on. And the what's his name? Lord Katzenboots appears not to be
Wait.
affected.
Everybody? Is it every enemy or everybody?
Every person in 60 feet that it's affecting.
So does it affect the Spectre?
Jerica and Spectre.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Spectre. Hold on. No, it's each non-undead creature.
Ah,
Oh, okay. Very convenient. So we shouldn't have killed the Slod first.
I had to. I needed to move my hunter's mark.
Oh, I forgot about the lady though. Yeah, she fails too. So Katrina also fails. So she looks just utterly terrified. So then, with that done, Jerica goes up to her, and she's going to try and grab her. Not actually grab her, but she misses though.
Come on,
All right,
Jericho.
so I guess yeah, Jerica. Nice, Jerica.
Get your shit together.
I know.
Get your shit together.
Get
So
all
we
your
are back
shit.
to Lord. We are back to Lord Katzenboots. Lord Katzenboots turns. He kind of gives Monsieur Blue a really peculiar look that you can't quite identify as between hatred or annoyance. But for the time being, turns his attention to the Spectre and stabs with his spear. Yep. Okay, yep. Okay, that's not surprising. Hits with both. So let's do damage. Why did I have so many NPCs? I'm kicking my ass right now. Oh no, wait, I forgot it's D8s because two-handed. Yeah. Whew. I don't think it's magical though.
Who are you talking about?
The spear.
She's just playing D&D against herself. We don't need to worry about it.
Shut up! I hate it. Everybody, take a break. I'm gonna play by myself.
Okay, all right. Everybody take 5. The DM's gonna roll a lot of dice. Huzo says, back in 2nd edition, Banshee's Scream was save or die as an attack.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty intense. I like that.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. High stakes, man.
These days, people are too attached to their player characters. They get upset when they die and stuff after they spend hours and hours working on a cool backstory.
Yep. So even though the effects, even though it seems to mostly just go through the specter, there is still that like flicker of fire on the spear, and the banshee, or not the banshee, the specter kind of wails and like quietly, just like and you can see it's not doing super well. It's not very happy. So then we go to the specter, and it's just gonna try and hit back because it doesn't like that. Because it's very mad. And it's a hit. And... oh, man. 3d6. How much math do I have to do?
All of it.
What's 7? What's 7 plus 4?
11.
Oh.
A weapon.
A weapon.
Elf.
You weapon.
Okay. And then con. Okay. So Lord Katzenboots, again, like, kind of, like, backs off enough that the damage is not too harmful to him. And then it goes to Starkus.
Okay.
Starkus.
So, Starkus is going to continue sawing at his fiddle, a very upright, or like very sprightly tune. And he is going to, but his eyes kind of like turn dark, and tendrils of smoke begin to rise from them, and there's like an inner green flame from deep within his dark orb of eyes, and he's going to cast Hex as a bonus action on the Spectre, and then like tendrils of smoke start rising up from the Spectre as he does so, and they're kind of in the shape of like music notes. And so I do that, and then with my so that is basically almost exactly the same as Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Also, I choose one ability when I cast the spell. Has disadvantage on ability checks with that, so I'll just choose Wisdom. I don't know. Okay, and then that was my bonus action. Okay.
Carry on.
Bonus action.
You're good.
And then my action, I'm going to cast. Oh, let's do a Thorn Whip. That's fun, right? I want to do a Thorn Whip, or I could just do Shillelagh. Maybe I'll just do Shillelagh.
I love that word so much.
Yeah,
it's so fun. Shillelagh.
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 Don't be scared.
Yeah. Copyright strike.
I'll do Thorn Whip. Yeah, I'll do Thorn Whip. So I'm going to, like out of the bow of my violin comes a giant, like, ethereal-looking whip of thorns that ensnares itself around the Spectre, or tries to anyway. Let me roll and see what happens.
Yep, let's see what happens.
Not great. But that's going to be a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Really? Nice.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Fantastic. Nice. In that case, that's going to be 3d6 damage from my Hex. So that's going to be 12 points. So, hold on. One of those is, so that's 8 points of magical piercing damage and 4 points of, what is it? Necrotic damage.
Okay.
And
just tell me how you kill it.
Okay. So
it was on its last legs.
So what I do is like this ethereal whip of thorns comes out of the bow of my violin, wraps itself around its whole body like 4 times, and constricts it, and it explodes in a puff of ectoplasm. And then like little motes of like ghosty goop come drifting down to the ground. And then on my next turn, I'll use my bonus action to move my Hex onto one of the other enemies. But and then for movement wise, I'm going to run backwards and jump on top of the table.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. I'm just reviewing how this works. Oh gosh, that's strong. Okay. One moment you are looking at Katrina cowering in fear, and the next, she's gone.
What?
Just like vanishes.
Oh, so she didn't run to the bathroom.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know how to make stuff turn invisible, okay? Here, we're just gonna flip her over.
Okay.
Like she's dead. So this is the last place you saw her. I'm gonna move her off the board though because she just vanishes.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I have any idea what just happened?
Yep.
Which
is good because I actually have to.
I will always ask to roll Arcana. Not great. I can never find my Arcana. Intelligence.
Plus 8.
Yeah, it's +8. So I got a total of a 14.
Okay. You're not sure exactly what it is, but you assume it's some kind of invisibility spell. As far as where she went, you're not sure, but you do notice. Go ahead.
So I feel like it's invisibility, not teleportation.
Yes. Okay. Not teleportation. She just like turned invisible is the sense you're getting. And that's confirmed. That's confirmed because Jerica has something called Jerica and Annalise have something called Detect Life. I'm just gonna give you that one for free, saying that you know that as a cultist. So you see her like kind of sniffing the air. You see Jerica sniffing the air and reaching out. She's gonna make a reaction attack as stuff is going on. But it's at disadvantage because she does not know the exact location. And she misses. So her claws swipe at nothing. Her banshee claws.
Wait, so I thought the banshees were going last.
It's a reaction, though.
It's a reaction.
If the target moves out of the space, you do an attack.
Okay.
And from what you can deduce, the owl lady moved away out of the attack. And then she's gonna go. I have to count spaces in my head. Hang on.
No, leave me alone.
One of the windows over here rattles a teeny bit.
Really?
Rattles?
Oh, is she trying to escape out the window?
I don't know. Is she? You can't see anything.
You just hear a thump.
Yeah. Just like a bird hitting a window, just thump, and then it tries again.
No.
No, it's cool, guys. It's not funny. It's cool.
She's not like that stupid bird, like of a bird. God.
Come on.
You guys are racist against birds. And it's Norris's turn.
Okay.
Norris.
Okay. Well, I forgot to count space. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay. I need to move a little closer. Alright, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'm gonna go to the stairs here, and if I have another space, I can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I got one closer. I just gotta get barely in range. So if I'm still hidden, I'm gonna try to shoot Jerica.
Yeah, I will say until you hit her, you are still hidden because she's looking for the other enemy. But as soon as you attack her this first time, you're no longer hidden.
Then I have.
He's just trying to invoke sneak attack.
Yeah, and I have advantage from stealth, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because she's currently like trying to figure out where the owl went.
Mhm. All right, that was a natural 19 for a 26 to hit.
Heyo.
Nice. That is a hit.
Okay. I roll my d6s. That's 5. Another 5, so 10. Another 5, so 15. Last one, a 6. Jeez. Okay, so that was 21 plus 4, 25 damage.
And is that what kind of damage?
Piercing.
25 piercing? Okay.
That was a really good attack, though. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, damage is damage, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. All right, hold on. Mathing. I am mathing.
Mathing.
Okay. So yeah, you hit, and your arrow goes through her and collides with the door, and she whips her head to you. Some of her spectral form a little bit hazy for a moment from where you hit her, and she just kind of like, it looks like her face has been like burned off or torn off a little bit. So she like has like one really wide eye and one like mostly normal eye.
Cool. And then I'm gonna bonus action dash under this table. I can't hide. That takes another thing, but I'm just gonna go under this table.
Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. Ah, hide.
Yep.
I imagine since you have your big armor on, like all the chairs just clatter to the side
Well, it's just studded leather, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. And like it says on the thing, halfling height is 2 to 3 feet tall, so
Oh, yes, it's probably pretty easy.
even smaller than it was before, I think.
It's like
Yeah.
the size of our kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like Rhiannon size.
Cute. All right, Vermilia, it's your turn.
Okay. First and foremost, I am backing away. And
Try to stay within 30.
Or you could shoot first and then back
Or
away.
no, that's right.
nope. I'm using Firebolt.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna do much better than my freaking arrows.
Oh, fair point.
Yep.
And I can roll 2d10 with that.
Yep. Although it is just one attack.
Nat 20!
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's 4d10. Hunter's Mark doesn't do anything, which is why I didn't say it. So
It
technically,
doesn't,
Hunter's Mark is on the Banshee. I have to use
Wait,
a weapon.
but which one, Anna or Jerica?
Anna.
Oh yeah, it is a weapon
yeah,
attack,
Anna.
yeah.
Yeah, it says weapon attack. So I'm gonna roll these 2d10 twice.
Nice.
19
Oh,
plus
jeez.
Hex has no such
5.
restriction.
5. So 24. 24 damage. Fire. Magical.
Well, as the fire hits,
Wait, is it fire? Yeah, fire damage.
yeah,
Fire.
it's fire. So
Fire-
as the fire
fireball.
hits, it does hit her. It definitely does hit Anna, but she just kind of like steps through it without looking too perturbed. And she like
So
she
wait.
has her focus on you and screeches.
I have another turn.
It is magical fire
Extra
damage.
attack. It is magical fire damage.
You don't
Yeah,
get
it
extra
still says
attack if you
damage
did a
resistance
cantrip
for
spell.
fire.
Oh, do I not? Oh, I didn't know that.
Nope.
Okay, cool. That's fine then.
If it says it's fire damage, it's a resistance. Sorry, not sorry.
Fair enough.
Okay, people, don't yell at me about magical fire. It says fire.
You're right. I'm just surprised is all. So you might as well stick with your crossbows.
Banshees are hard to hit.
What?
Might as well just stick with your crossbows at this point if it's resistant to fire as well.
Well, I can also do. I think I can do something. Yeah. Yeah, since it's resistant to fire, yeah, it doesn't do that much.
Yeah.
Is it just 2d10 versus 1d6?
Well, usually 2d6 or whatever, but yeah.
Usually 2d6.
Plus a
yeah.
d8 sometimes, and who knows. All right. Is
Yeah.
that the end of your turn?
And plus 4.
Yeah. I can't really do too
All right,
much
who's next?
after that.
Monsieur Blue. Monsieur Blue is not sure what to do. He's afraid, so he doesn't want to get any closer to the banshees. So Lord, here's what happens. I'm counting as a reaction because I'm the boss. Okay, I'm the boss. As a reaction, Lord Cats and Boots looks over at Monsieur Blue, who is like stumbling off the couch, terrified, and he like snarls in disgust, and he says, "Your brother would be disappointed in you." And Lord Cats and Boots looks at the banshees, and wait just a second. And he points towards the window that rattled, and he says, "Do your job and stop her."
What?
And the banshees turn their attention away from you. And like they start looking towards the window. I'm counting it as a reaction. You can't stop me. Then it's Detective Branya's turn. Branya, watching the Lord Cats and Boots do this, she gets a narrow look in her eyes and levels her crossbow at Lord Cats and Boots. I don't know that she's going to be able to hit anything. She hasn't hit anything all night. Oh, did she hit? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, she did not hit. That's probably for the better. So what happens, again, for flavor. So her attack is a miss, but what happens is she releases a crossbow bolt at Lord Cats and Boots, and he turns around and catches the arrow, and then just like looks at her with utter hatred and lets the arrow drop to the ground and turns his attention back to the banshees without saying anything.
Cats and Boots is nuts.
I appear to have lost any semblance of control or understanding of the situation.
Yeah. Also, is Lord Baddington been doing anything, or is he just kind of standing over there?
Lord Bad. Does someone want to look at Lord Baddington? Lord Baddington has been more or less cowering behind a chair over there.
Wow. Freaking vampires.
All right. So the
This is a fake vampire.
Maybe. No one has asked. All
Just
right.
likes
so
to dress up as a vampire.
20, 25, 30. So I'm going to move them both up before I do their actions. 1, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So Annalise and Jerica move up, and both of them are going to wail.
I'm immune. Am I immune to all banshee whales now? Or just one of them?
You're immune to horrifying visage.
Oh, not the whale. Got it.
No, they didn't wail yet. They have been saving it.
Shit.
What?
Anyone within 30 feet. I don't know if you're in 30 feet anymore.
I don't think anyone
The
is.
banshee? No one's is.
Hold on.
Yeah, no one is
5,
close.
30. You're right. Never mind. So they'll save.
Sorry. Wrong button.
You're right. 30 feet.
Wait,
so yeah,
unless they're looking for McChickface, his bird face.
Yeah.
Well, they can sense the presence of creatures up to 5 miles away, so I think that they would know, like, the general direction, and I would feel like they'd probably know how close she is, or at least relatively how close she is. And then she's not quite close enough for them. But excuse me. We're gonna go now to Lord Cats and Boots.
Oh, so they're not going to move anywhere?
Oh, I guess they can move up some more, huh? You're right. Sorry.
So they're gonna dash?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 30, 35, 40.
40.
20, 25. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have a hover speed of 40.
Stupid.
Or
At least they're
awesome.
not dragons.
Banshee's rock.
Astrogor comes through the roof.
Yeah. Oh, this is a question. Hold
Well,
on.
you can't ask us.
No, I can't. So everyone take 5 while I look up this obscure rule real quick.
Real quick, just an interesting, cool factoid about sloths. I don't know if this is going to come out later on, but Kate, the sloth egg that's inside of your character,
After 3 minutes, it'll dig through and kill me.
it'll dig through and kill you, I think. But so it'll hatch into not a red sloth, but a blue sloth. Red sloths, when they reproduce, they create blue sloths. And when blue sloths infect people, they create red sloths. Isn't that cool? It's like they're swapped. And then either one can become a green sloth, if they like have a magical affinity and stuff. And then greens, like it's like this whole complicated, like cool, like weird evolution process, which kind of reflects their chaotic nature because they come from limbo and pandemonium. So like where modrons and inevitables are like law based, sloths are chaos based. Mm-hmm. I just love that about sloths. I think it's really cool. The like red mix blue and blue mix red. Mm. So what will happen is like if there's an invasion of red sloths on a village, that village will all of a sudden have a shit ton of blue sloths like the next day, like later on, like 3 months later.
Uh-huh. I will say I did look at the red sloth just to see like how the like egg thing worked, and I read through and I was like, oh, okay, that's fun.
It's that pleasant.
All right.
You
Also,
gotta get that out of you.
After 3 months, like on the day, it takes 1 round and then it kills you.
Yep.
Like you're just dead. I was like, okay.
Imagine like showing up for your session one day and the DM's like, oh yeah, you're dead. You're like, what? It's been 3 months. Since what? Remember that sloth fight? You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it did say that like you feel sick 24 hours before, so you got a day to figure it out.
That's true.
Still not a lot of time. It's like if you're in the middle of nowhere with nobody that can potentially heal you, you're just like, well, okay.
Guess I'm a parent now.
For 2 seconds before I die.
Okay, I'm struggling to make. I'm trying to decide if Lord Cats and Boots is gonna do this thing. If it's worth it. I think
we
it's
know
worth
that
it.
we know that Colonel Mustard did it. Okay, just
Okay.
tell us.
Hold on. So Lord Cats and Boots, he looks towards his banshees, which aren't going quite fast enough for his liking, and he looks back at Monsieur Blue and he says, "I'll come for you next.
Oh shit!
You're on my list." And
Who isn't on
before
this
your
guy's
very
list?
eyes, oh, it's a long list. And before your very eyes is no longer Lord Cats and Boots, but a creature with red skin and small horns on the forehead and and wide red wings.
Is it a Cambion?
It is a Cambion.
It says so on the
What the fuck
mini.
is a Cambion?
Yeah, I know. Again,
What's a Cambion?
I didn't.
Cambion is a half fiend, where tieflings are like, oh, you have fiendish blood in your ancestry. Cambion's like, no, literally like a devil boned a human, and this is the result.
Or the reverse.
Right.
So, using light speed instead
Boning a
of walking
curd.
speed. That's the reason it did this. It dropped its disguise is his disguise rather is for flying. So 20, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then he's got to keep going. And so I'm just gonna say he makes it to the window, but he can't attack because he had to use all of his flight to do so. And he lands right next to the window, which is I'm gonna say by now has opened.
You see Vermilia just like so confused. She's just like,
Oh, on that note, actually, you see Monsieur Blue. Actually, I just want everyone to make a perception check real quick.
Oh yes, thank God I can do that.
Yeah, let's have everyone make. It's been a while since y'all made a roll. Haha.
10.
How does above a 20 work?
19.
Awesome. 19. So, Vermilia, you got 19?
I got 23.
Okay, I'll give it. I sorry, yeah, I mean Starkus got 19.
Yeah.
Sarkis got 19.
One more time, would you get Cade?
10.
10. Okay.
Oh,
You're
that's
under a
sick.
table. You're under a table. You probably vaguely saw the radical metal boots of this creature. What you two notice is as the Cambion changed form, the facial features very much resemble that of Monsieur Noir. Not to the point where they're the same person, not precisely, but there is definitely a resemblance there. And Monsieur Blue goes absolutely pale, and he drops his long sword and short sword and just kind of collapses on his knees to the ground, both in horror and in just utter shock, as that Cambion transformed in front of him and gave him a glare of death. That's what you noticed.
Okay, so hold on, remind me.
is
So
gonna be fun.
Monsieur Blue is Monsieur Noir's half brother, right?
Yes.
So what if Monsieur Noir, his half brother, he has another half brother with this, and that's this Cambion character. So like that Cambion has no parents in common with Monsieur Blue, but like they're all like half brothers with the adjacent. Is that right? Is that what's going on? That's my guess.
Well, I will add on as well. The Cambion looks. Let's see. Monsieur Noir, I think, was turning 47. This one looks like he's in his. So the Cambion looks like he's in his early 20s, maybe.
Oh, so Noir's son. Noir shacked up with the devil.
I was about to say, I have a theory that Monsieur Blue is a full fiend in disguise.
Yeah, he's a Baylor lord.
Yep. And then the Monsieur Noir is the weird one. that got that's more mortal, I guess. Anyway.
Okay, so whose turn is it now?
It is your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Starkus. All right, Starkus Kennelly. Currently, he's actually like all of a sudden he saw Boots and Cats or Cats and Boots transmorph into this Cambion, and he's like excited. He's hoping that he'll be able to like, I chose the right party to go to. Like, maybe I'll have like a link, because basically he wants to perform all these dark rituals and gain more power and everything, and he wants to make deals with devils and stuff, and he wants to ensure he has like a seat among the high powers of the multiverse. And so he's really excited about this. So he's not going to attack the Cambion at all by any means. So what he is going to do is he needs to move his Hex onto one of these Banshees. What's the range on that? Sorry, one moment. Hex. You can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse a new creature. Range 90 feet. Okay. So I'm going to move my full complement of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm probably not within 90 feet, though, am I?
Are you?
You might be. I'm on 80, right?
Yeah, I'm 85. I'm 85 away from Annalise. So I'm going to use my bonus action to move my Hex onto Annalise.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll use Chill Touch. I'm not sure if it's going to be effective against a ghosty type thing, but I'm going to try it. So here comes the Chill Touch. Range 120. Here we go. Natural 14 for a total of a 21. Hit. All right, fantastic. So that's going to be 2d8 necrotic. Here it comes. Oh, and plus a d6 for Hex.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 11 necrotic damage, and it cannot regenerate hit points. Oh, and it's undead. So it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me for 1 round.
Hold on. Your necrotic damage does not affect it.
At all?
At all.
Okay.
It has an immunity to necrotic.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That's fair. But it does...
What does the other thing affect it?
Yeah, so it still can't regenerate hit points for 1 round, and it has disadvantage on attacks against me for 1 round.
So Annalise has disadvantage against you.
Yeah, just until the start of my next turn or something like that. So, all right,
okay.
That's the end of my turn. And he's also going to shout out as he's playing the violin. He's going to be like, Cats and Boots, wait.
Wait.
I'll be a friend.
Whatever you're trying to do, I want in.
Yeah, exactly. I beseech you, great lord. Anyway, that's the end of his turn.
Hey, someone help me remember, because I can't find it here right now. When a target is frightened, because the owl is still frightened of the banshees.
They can't move closer.
Yeah.
And
okay, but can it still attack?
It's just disadvantage as long as they can see it.
Disadvantage on what, though?
Attacks.
Attacks just against anyone? Is it just attacks or not saving throws or ability checks? Just attacks?
I don't think so. But I remember it's at least attacks as long as they could see it. Like within line of sight.
Okay.
And then for an invisibility spell, my next question is, does it drop when they attack? I forget.
It depends.
Because I was looking at the rule, but I couldn't find it.
If it's just the invisibility spell, then yes, it drops when they make an attack or offensive action, I think.
Okay, but what if it's greater invisibility?
If it's greater, then I think you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then up, down, frightened, it's ability checks and attack rolls, while the source sphere is within line of sight.
Oh, okay. But not saving throws, just ability checks and attack rolls. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so it's just gonna be on. So the window is thrown open, but the Cambion, emanating like bits of flame and embers as he moves closer. You see, trying to think of how to describe it without just saying what it is. You see a cold in the cone. in a cone shape.
I wonder
Which
if it's
will
some sort
hit-
of cone of cold.
Yeah. I wonder. So it's a con save. And I'm trying to remember till it thaws. A 60 foot. So it's gonna hit, or attempt at least to hit all 3 of these.
And who's doing this again? The
okay.
invisible, the owl?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate, actually. Doo-doo-doo. I actually don't even need to. So as the cold touches the banshees, they are utterly unaffected by it. You can see that maybe the cold ruffles their spectral hair a little bit more, but they do not cease their pursuit. However, our good friend Cats and Boots, I have to check and see if that does hit still. It's a con save? Sorry, I'm not as familiar with this spell. I've never had a high enough character. It is a con. Okay.
Pretty low
Yeah,
DC.
no. So, for once, actually, since being hit, you actually see the Cambion look surprised and lift both of its arms in kind of an X shape to try and block the attack, but he is hit by it. So he takes
And he died.
8d8 damage. How can I roll 8d8 without rolling 8d8?
Just roll a
Where's the
D8
website?
times.
Roll 8d8. I'm not doing that. I told it to roll me an 8d8.
I
Okay.
think Google will just do it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that hurts. So you see Lord Cats and Boots.
Just die.
Again, for flavor, not for actually, but you see his boots start to uncomfortably and loudly slide against the tile as he's trying to resist being forced back. And you hear a grunt of exertion. Oh, but it's half damage. Shoot.
So just that divided by 2.
Yeah. I can't do math. I'm sorry, everyone.
What's
this is a
the
bad
total?
day.
I'll tell you.
No, I did it myself. You
Okay.
can't learn. Jeesh, I figured it out.
Yeesh.
He does look quite a bit more injured than he did initially, though.
No.
Because he never.
You see Frost covering his arms
That's
and
awesome.
fingers. And his dark hair is pushed back as well, and kind of frozen in a state of being pushed back. And then, you feel more than you hear, or I guess you hear more than you feel. The beating of wings, and you hear a voice fading gradually as it leaps out the window, or as it goes out the window. I should have killed you when I had the chance, Demon Spawn. And you hear flapping wings heading outside.
Starkus quietly resolves to hunt her down and kill her, regardless of whatever else happens tonight.
I think Starks and I might end up having a falling out because Norris is kind of stupid. So, yeah.
It's Norris's turn.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use my movement. I'm also gonna flip myself back. 5, 10, 15, 20 to under this other table.
And hide.
Hide there. Yeah. The other table. Ooh. That's a 14.
Well, it's DC 15, so that failed.
Yeah. Wow, I have not rolled good on my stealth. I have a plus frickin' 10 to this.
Oof. Big oof.
Yeah,
Do you have inspiration?
I don't. Yep. Alright
Sucks to
then.
suck.
Well, it does. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna shoot Lord Cats and Boots.
All right.
Oh, I should probably be on this side of the table.
Oh no.
Alright. And I do not have
Norris is-
advantage.
Norris is gonna die.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm kind of stupid. Does a 15 hit?
It does not. So you're hitting with an
Okay.
arrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this time, rather than catching it, It just kind of glances off his armor, but he very slowly turns to you.
I duck back
Turns
under the
his
table.
gaze to you, and you see these eyes of just pure fire and hatred, and also again, like maybe you hadn't seen it before, but now you've seen Lord Noir, or you saw Monsieur Noir a little bit close up, but there is definitely a resemblance that you can see as well.
Norris, wrong target. Shift a little bit to the left.
Because I have an intelligence of 7.
An intelligence of 7.
Kind of stupid. Kind of really stupid.
Norris, your aim is off.
Turn.
Okay.
To the left.
I've been trying to figure out what I should do this whole time. Because it's way too far for me to do anything useful.
Yeah, I think you just gotta move and dash.
Granted, I think Firebolt might be able to reach the dude.
You think a devil's not immune to fire damage, or at least resistant?
Well, that's the only thing I have that can hit.
I think you just gotta double move.
I kind of like my spot. Yeah, double move, but that's only 60 feet.
Do you have a longbow?
No.
If you have one, that can probably reach.
I got 2 hand crossbows and a dagger. Can I throw a rat at him?
I mean, you probably can.
Okay. Shoot, I really don't know what to do, guys. Should I just like get closer to you guys? Kind of group up a little bit more?
You know, talking is a free action, everyone.
Yeah.
Your characters can talk to anybody in the room.
I was hiding.
I'm just saying, it's an option.
Okay, so I move here using one movement, and I seeing how Mr. Weird sounding one. Okay, Blue, Mr. Blue, the bluey guy.
Yeah, you can just call him Mr. Blue if that's appropriate.
Okay, ask Mr. Blue, like, are you feeling okay, sir? I see that you were disturbed.
He turns his head, and he just kind of laughs emptily, and he says, "It appears that my life ends tonight. I always thought it would be of old age or fighting in battle. But, I suppose falling to family is not so bad an end."
Okay. I don't know if you want me to roll or anything. I want to, like, have a pick-me-up. Like, don't give in to despair. You can survive. Pep talk.
Here's my rule. I'll have you roll. I might still have you roll, but I will give you a bonus of some kind, like advantage or otherwise, if you have a good speech.
Oh, I don't have a good speech.
Role play it. Do it. Do the role play. It doesn't have to be make me cry. It doesn't have to be magnificent. Just give me something. Give me a little bit of a pep talk. Or me being Blue. Give this old man a pep talk.
Okay. How old is Mr. Blue?
He's about 60, I think.
60?
He's an old man.
He is an old man. I just thought he was a little bit younger than that.
No, he was about, I think, 20-ish years older than his brother, if I remember my math right. Older than his half-brother, I should say.
Half-brother. Oh, so we do know it's a family tree, because he just said due to family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. You're not gonna give me advantage.
Again, like, it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be even super good. I just want something. Just give me a little something. Give it to me. Give me
Mr. Blue, you have much to live for. Look at all the things that you have acquired, all the people that you have helped, and rule over. They need your help right now. They're all going to be harmed if you don't help and live.
All right, so you are calling to his warrior spirit, which, although he's older, he still has. So I will give you advantage for that one. You are calling to his duty, which as a warrior is important to him.
What am I rolling?
Duty.
am I rolling?
Persuasion.
Yay! I'm the most least charismatic human on the planet.
But you get advantage.
8. Nat 20!
Nice. So
that's my third nat 20 for the night. That's never happened to me in my life.
So Monsieur Blue kind of narrows his eyes in thought, and he rises and he picks up his long sword, and he says, "Even if I die tonight, I die for the people of Vesper."
For Vesper.
So he wields the long sword in both hands, and I have to get his stats back up because I had just taken him out of the fight because I thought, you're weak now. You're of no use to me.
Why does he think he's gonna die? Confused.
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe you guys.
Well, we know that the fiend is something of family.
Yeah.
So
it's his nephew.
We know that.
And just throwing it out there, Lord Cats and Boots did say as he turned around, like, "I'm coming back for you."
Oh,
so rather ominously.
There's a lot of weird drama stuff here that I don't understand. Whose turn is it?
This is why.
I feel bad, but it's honestly because like you guys went in an order I didn't expect. Nobody ever goes in an order that would make the story make sense.
Nope.
You players just did your own stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when it's like a really blank slate.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
I'm not blaming.
Storyline.
I'm really not blaming you guys. It's just like that's just how it always goes. Is like I have a story, like an actual like everybody has a piece to this story. It just didn't come out the way, especially because I think it was Starkus used successful mind reading, so it just was like, well, now we're just launching into combat. That was like, oh, well, when we get to this point, if there's combat, stuff. Yep, stuff.
All right, whose turn is it?
Monsieur Blue. So he is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, now
and he says to others in the room, Whoever fights with me fights for Vespa. That's what he says. And then it's the detective's turn, but they are kind of just settled back, not sure what to do. So they are, and also still quite old, like they're still quite hurt from their earlier encounter. So they stand back and just watch what happens. Then it's the Banshee's turns. So Jerica starts to go through the window in an attempt to follow after the angel. But then what happens is the curtains flutter a bit, and one of them attempts to wrap around the Banshee, which I don't know how that's going to fucking work, because it's a Banshee.
Wait, the curtains are awakened like curtains? They're animated?
Yeah, so as with everything you've heard tonight, there is a snapping sound, as if something's being activated. So one of the curtains activates. There are traps. I told you there are traps everywhere. I told you all.
Yeah.
There were so many traps, and now only NPCs are activated.
There were just none anywhere that we went. None in the rafters, none in the closet, none in the bathroom, none in the...
Watch,
no.
Everything's a mimic.
Yeah.
Everything's a mimic.
The whole castle's a mimic.
I really want Jerica to fall out, though.
I don't know. Here's my question. It's trying to smother and capture her, but she's a banshee with incorporeal movement, so does it even matter?
I don't think a banshee would be restrained in any way. Like, maybe rules as written says otherwise, but, like, realistically, like, yeah, you try...
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
Test.
You try and throw a blanket over a ghost, and it's like, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, so it tries or I guess it's used its reaction, but the other curtain tries to grab the second banshee as it floats outside, and nothing happens because they're fucking ghosts. And they disappear.
Okay.
Like, I mean, if you go by the window, you can still see them, but they're just heading outside. God damn it.
Don't touch the freaking blinds! Curtains, I mean.
So, yeah, seeing that these are active, and that also the enemy is getting away, Lord Katzen, in a rage, just goes to stab one of these curtains, I guess.
Why?
And he hits and does 2d8 of damage.
What?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say Starkus can go, because he's just gonna start tearing up curtains in rage. And he's like crying out in rage, like, as he's stabbing his spear into the curtains.
Hats and boots says.
Not
the curtains.
Okay, I'm gonna go stand next to and behind Monsieur Blue. I'm gonna call out to the Cambion and say, "My lord, how may I serve you?"
Oh god. Now we're gonna have to fight Starkus.
I was gonna say it's my turn to some PvP.
It's time to get some PvP action going.
Yeah. So Lord Katzen turns around, with the curtains still, both curtains still alive, but they're fluttering a little bit and a little bit torn. And he says, he like tries to calm down, and he says, "No matter, I will find her. She cannot escape this time." And he says, "You wish to declare loyalty to me?"
Indeed. And he takes his bow and he kind of holds it above Monsieur Blue, like, eh?
And he goes, eh.
Okay, all right. I will do.
No, he solemnly nods.
Okay, great.
And he says, "It doesn't matter that he didn't kill my brother directly, or my father directly. He deserves to die nonetheless for everything he's done to my family."
So yeah, Monsieur Blue kind of seemed kind of sketchy to begin with. And listen, I explicitly spelled out in the character's backstory that he's obsessed with fiends and devils and demons and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, he, this is his opportunity. He's not gonna blow it,
Well, we'll see. Try to
really?
hit him.
So
try to hit Monsieur Blue.
Oh, I will.
There's gonna be 14 traps on him.
All right, so I'm going to bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action do ensnaring strike. So it's going to remove my hex because it's concentration. Okay.
Shoot.
And then
Plan.
you have that spell too, right?
No. I was just thinking the Banshee's still fucking alive.
Yeah, and it left.
Which means my Hunter's Mark is still active on it. No, it only has a range of 90 feet.
Well, I think
Okay,
it
it's
remains active on it.
probably-
You just can only cast it within 90 feet. But
I think
regardless.
you can recast it. It'll take a minute, but you can do it.
Okay.
I think.
So I am going
I'll
to
use a spell slot.
Oh, yeah, actually, hold on. With a weapon attack. Yeah, okay. So yeah, ensnaring strike, and then I'm going to whack him with my shillelagh bow of my fiddle. If I had advantage, I would do it, but I don't. So here we go. Or do I have advantage because he doesn't see it coming? It's come from behind.
I'll allow it.
All right, cool.
Yeah. He hears
Natural
you talking,
20.
but he doesn't think you'd do it.
Natural
Nice.
20.
Natural
That's
20.
a hit.
So hold on. It must make a strength saving throw, first of all,
Okay.
or be restrained by magical vines.
Rolled a natural 19 on the die.
Oh, so that succeeds. So the vines shrivel away. Is that really all it does? Hold on.
But it attacks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it still
It
attacks.
hurts
I know. I'm
him
just
still.
seeing if this spell does anything else. Or, if they succeed on the save, it does nothing. Is that right? Or be restrained. So
I
it's
thought
not
that was
restrained.
just for the restraint.
I know. I'm just saying, oh, that's lame. So yeah, I just used a spell slot, and it did 0 damage because it succeeded on its save, and it only takes damage from the vines at the start of its turn if it's restrained. So that's lame. All right. Well, this spell's garbage. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, it's just gonna be my regular shillelagh, just 2d8 instead of 1d8. Here we go. Okay, 11, so 15 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
How many? 11, you say?
15.
15, sorry. Math. So you kind of stab him, almost literally stab him in the back, and he whips around. And he says, "You're siding with that monster?"
And I have no reply. My eyes are just cold and far away.
Excellent.
The spell is such shit.
This is so weird. I don't know what to think about all this madness.
Okay, and then that's the end of my turn.
All right, well, so Katrina's gone. So we're to Norris.
Okay. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bonus action hide again. And hope I roll higher than a 4.
Yeah, DC 15.
That's a 7, so a 17.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. And then, because how tall is this perimeter wall here?
I'd
say like 5 feet.
Yeah. It wouldn't
Okay.
be super tall.
Just because
Okay.
there's 4 steps. So
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah,
about
that
right.
makes. I think that sounds like good math to me.
All right. So then I'm gonna use my other 5 feet of movement to like scamper up the wall and try to like jump up off of it because I have a climb speed that's equal to my speed. So instead of like 5 feet up and like jump off it and then shoot an arrow at Starkus.
Damn you.
Yay!
You piece of shit.
This is better than I ever thought.
I'm gonna die. Jeez, and I was hidden, so I have advantage, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's ugh.
This is the first
First roll
attack
of
anyone's made
4.
against me.
Sorry.
Okay. Natural 16 for 23.
Yeah, that hits even with my mage armor.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a 6, and then another 6. I swear. Third. That's a 1, so that's a 13. One more. That's a 3. So it was 16 plus 4, 20 damage to you.
Jesus Christ.
Sneak
Okay.
attack, man.
All right.
Yeah, I like this.
Don't look-
I was like concerned, but it's great.
Okay. All right. That hurts.
All right. Yeah. That's my turn.
Okay.
Vermilia, it's you.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Who
I
are you
Starkus.
siding with?
Well, we kind of already know my side. The guy who's
rats.
paying me.
Oh.
Yeah, the rats. Okay, I just gotta see if I can. Shit, takes a freaking action though.
Wow. You didn't even need to be charmed, Gavin. Campions have a charm ability, and you didn't even need it to
Yep.
be.
Okay, so we're gonna start with we're gonna move closer.
Closer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because that's 30 feet. But sucks is don't have the. I'm one short. Freaking 5 foot short.
Ha. Disadvantage.
Or firebolt. Yeah, we're gonna firebolt Starkus here.
God
Probably
damn
take
you
the
guys.
disadvantage on like 3 attacks, even at disadvantage.
Oh wait! Bonus action. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Jackass.
using a spell slot. Hunter's Mark onto freaking Starkus.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Gavin. You made your,
You're
you
gonna
made
die.
your choice.
Maybe not now.
Oh,
roll.
you son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, you survived that.
Oh man, that's a 2. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I got-
your firebolt looks like it's gonna collide with my head, but then at the last second, like a shadowy tendril erupts and like blocks it without me even noticing that it happened. For my mage armor.
Yeah. That would be awesome if I had advantage, but I don't.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
I think that's
then
all
it
I can
goes-
do.
all right, it goes back to Katzen. Are you guys ready for a villainous monologue as he walks down the stairs, all dramatic like?
At least he's walking.
I know. I actually gave him more walking speed than he deserves, but it's dramatic, so. Again, I'm the boss. I break some rules.
Just don't tell us you broke the
It's
rules.
for dramatic. No, I admit my faults, but I also am unapologetic.
Wait, where did
So-
this go?
As he is still shaking off frost and ice on his skin, on his demonic skin, as it starts to maybe melt a little bit finally, he looks towards Monsieur Bleu. And I want to think of exactly how he'll say this. He says, I came here tonight to see if my father was the traitor. If he was the one that sent me and my mother back to the hells. Only to discover that, of course, it was you. It was you, dear uncle, that sent me and my mother away. And how would you like it if someone sent you away to the hells? Because we both know that's where you're going. And I don't think he has any range. Oh, he does. I forget he has a ranged attack.
Oh God.
So
I'm
he
beneath
said,
the wall.
he says, fuck your god. Your god could not keep me sealed in hell, in the hells. And now that you've ruined my last chance to meet my father, then I shall just watch you die. And so he is going to do a ranged attack. Bam. Which just barely hits his uncle. Alright. 1, 2, yep. So you see, he points an accusing finger at Monsieur Bleu.
Is it the middle finger?
Yeah, it absolutely is. And he hits. I don't think he has taken some damage already. So you
I hit
see fire. Yeah. I'd forgotten, okay? So hold on, let me just make sure there's no additional rules for fire ray. I don't think so.
Nope. I think it's
No,
just regular.
It's just hitting.
Yep.
Okay. So he
Blast of
points an
flame.
accusing middle finger at his uncle and does a blast of flame at him. And that's math. Ugh. I hate math. Why am I so bad at math?
Then why do you play D&D?
I know. I play D&D for the role playing, not for the math, guys. And then he looks to Starkus. And he looks at Norris, who is no longer hidden because he popped out.
But I'm beneath
he
a wall that's like 5 feet tall, and I'm like between 2 and 3. So
Maybe he's flying a little bit.
How did you hit him then?
I used
Yeah,
my
he
last
just had
I
to
used my
jump.
last 5 feet of movement to like climb up the wall and like push up a bit and shoot quick.
So how much cover do you have then? Because you're
well,
not technically hidden anymore, right?
yeah.
So-
Well, it depends on how tall the wall is.
It's your call,
So I'm
Brooke, if he's
between 2
got
and 3.
half cover or 3/4 cover or full cover. If it's half cover, it's +2 to AC and dex saves. If it's 3/4, it's +5. And if it's full cover, there's no line of sight. You can't do anything to him. So it's your call what
Like,
it is exactly.
How tall is that wall?
And how tall is the Cambion? And is he flying at all? And like it's just your call.
Okay, hold on. Let me think of something else. He has a second fire ray, so he's actually going to direct it to Vermilia. And before you ask, it is a 120-foot range. Don't question me. You
How long
can't
is the range?
question me. 120 feet.
I was being a jackass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but then I answered it seriously because I'm actually I'm not that mean of a DM. All right, I'm just gonna make Google do this for me now. I don't have enough dice right now. Roll me 3d6.
No.
You don't have fire resistance,
Nope.
so let me first roll to attack.
Wait, I thought
Does a
Vermilia was a
19 hit
tiefling.
you?
Yeah. Oh wait, do I?
You're a
yes, I
tiefling.
do have
Yeah,
fire
you have fire
resistance.
resistance.
I forgot about that.
Wait, was it fire or did she take cold? I don't
No,
remember
it's
now.
fire.
Okay. Either way.
She's an
Yeah.
infernal
So-
tiefling.
Well, either way, Starkus, he meets your eyes, and you get that he's trying to that he appreciates your help. So he's gonna use his fire ray, so he uses it on Vermilia. And does a 19 hit your AC, Vermilia?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So you take half of 11 damage.
You also have
5.
Hellish Rebuke.
Isn't that melee?
I don't know. I
I
was
thought
just
you
looking
had
at the Infernal
closer.
Tiefling, I was like, is it?
Yeah, no, that's 100%
Within
right.
60 feet.
So 60 feet. That is
Yeah.
60 feet.
Am I 60 feet?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Says 8-ish.
Wait. Yeah.
Exactly
that's within
60. Exactly 60.
All right. So by the thing, I still take the damage.
Yes.
Um.
So you take 5 damage, is it? 6, 5?
5.
I don't remember.
Yeah, 5. And then I cast Hellish Rebuke. Which one reaction? Blah 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 blah.
Dex save.
Point your finger at the creature, and there's a fat hand in my way. And
That's
they're
it.
momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. Must make a dex save.
23.
Yeah,
How's that
half
for ya?
damage.
2d10 fire.
5 damage.
Down to 2. Because you are fighting another fiend, so...
But hey, any damage
Yeah,
counts.
so what it does is it... Like, he doesn't flinch, but some of the ice melts off of him. Some more of the ice. And he just kind of smirks at you like a cocky teenager.
That is.
And that's all for him, so Starkus, it's you.
Okay. I'm in a sticky wicket. Hang on.
You are in a sticky wicket.
Yeah.
He should have probably gone for his uncle, but, I mean, you can appreciate at least that he tried to help you. He made an effort trying to attack your other friends that you betrayed, betrayed you, actually.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Tell me about the material composition of the floor and the stage next to me. The stage next to me looks like it's made of wood slats.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
I would say yes. Those look like wood slats to me.
Would you say that there is sufficient gap between at least a few of the slats to allow, a vapor to go through?
Sure.
Great. Well, so ordinarily, here's my thought process here. I wanted to cast fear to affect at least 2 of the people here to make them run in absolute abject terror away from the situation, but everyone's so goddamn spread out. I can't get more than 1 in my cone. And I'm worried for my own life. So, like, as much as Starkus, wants to pledge his fealty to a fiendish overlord and, like secure a place for him among the seats of the, whatever. He also wants to make sure he survives that long. So he is going to, in an act of self-preservation, use his action to cast gaseous form on himself. So it transforms him, along with everything he's wearing and carrying, into a misty cloud for the duration. The spell ends if he drops to 0 hit points, blah, blah, blah. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is a flying speed of 10 feet, but it can enter and occupy space with blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn into a vapor, just like a shadowy mist. And I'm just going to slip into the stage, and then just like worm my way through like a traveling mist as deep as I can into like the undercroft of this whole structure.
Okay.
So I'm essentially gone.
I'm gonna light it on fire.
Yeah. So, but wouldn't you still be restricted by your 10 feet? So you'd only get to move 10 feet at a time.
Yeah. So I was right here. So now I'm in here, and I'm a vapor.
Just under this. So you're just barely getting under the stage. Is your position?
I'm fully within the stage at this point. That's 10 feet right there, and I'm fully within.
Probably a little bit empty in this under the stage. That's usually where people store like extra instruments and stuff, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What about the floor then? Are there any cracks on the floor?
So that's more stone tile.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's not any cracks that you could slip into per se. Would I give you the benefit for that one, but
So yeah.
I'm just saying you're not out of the woods yet.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me just double check the gaseous form spell again. Blah blah blah. It's a flying speed of 10 feet, and so I use my movement for that. So my action to cast the spell. So
and then so you can go 20 feet.
No,
right?
not this round because I use my action to cast the spell. But next turn I can.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Does it give you like a bump to AC or what does it?
So I have resistance to non-magical damage, and I have advantage on any physical saving throw. Yeah.
Hey, we'll just keep that in mind. I'm gonna say you're in the stage, so you're still kind of in the room in the combat.
Okay, but I would argue that I would argue that attacks made against me would have disadvantage because of the cover of like I'm like semi inside the wood of the stage. So that's my argument.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
I'm just saying you're not out of combat yet.
Sure.
That's all I was saying. And then it's Norris's turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna climb up the wall and scamper down under this table again, and hide.
Hide, shoot, hide, shoot, hide, shoot.
That's the whole thing. Okay, that is a 20 total.
That's a success.
That's hidden.
Cool. And I'll scamper over to the other side a little close and then shoot because I can see Starkus is gone. I don't know what the frick happened to them. So I'm gonna shoot at Lord Katzen.
Okay.
With advantage because I'm hidden. Okay. Terrible rolls. 14 is the highest.
That's a miss.
Yep. Cool. Okay. How far did I move? I was there. So is the wall 5 feet tall?
Yeah, we'll just say 5 feet. Just.
Okay. Cool. And then I'll move over to there. Just get a little further away. Okay. That's my turn.
And then it's Vermilia. I also, real quick, Gavin, assume that there is no reaction to hit you from Monsieur Bleu because you moved out of his range.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I was just thinking about like the fact that attacks of opportunity don't trigger for spell casting. But yes, technically I did move 10 feet away from him, so he would get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Is that a concentration spell?
Yes. I don't
Yeah,
have
that makes a difference.
Warcaster.
13.
That's a miss.
Then you're fine.
Because mage armor, baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just something I had thought about, so you're fine.
No, I'm glad we played by the rules.
Yeah, I may bend the rules to my will, but I'm trying to play by the other rules. Okay, anyhow, speaking of, it is Vermilia's turn, who has apparently sided with Monsieur Bleu. Nobody questions the sins of the man. Fine.
Okay, so what I'm going to do
the fiend
is I am going to attack Starkus underneath the wooden thing with Firebolt.
You have disadvantage.
I would argue that I have full cover from that attack. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm essentially on the other side of a wooden door.
Okay.
I would argue that you can't target me at all.
What happens if
what is full cover?
What happens if I light the wood on fire? Because Firebolt can do that.
It would start with the surface, and he's probably deep enough. It might just take a minute for him to get there.
Yeah, I would think if you tried to set fire to the structure, it would eventually be a problem. But by that point, I think I'd be, able to be long gone.
Yeah.
So total cover
and he
is...
does have, you cannot be targeted directly by an attack or a spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So yeah, you can light the stage on fire, but I doubt it will go deep enough before he moves again.
Yeah, a single casting of Firebolt probably not going to do much.
Okay, that's fine. Lord Katzen, I'm attacking him with my crossbows.
I've been rolling shit to attack this whole time.
12 to hit?
Yeah.
Nope.
Just like that.
All right, attack 2. Oh my god!
That's the worst roll, a natural 2.
3. 15?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think you guys know what you're up against.
Okay.
Well, there's not much I can do with those shit ass rolls. A
So
2
yeah,
and a 3.
So
And
yeah,
a 6.
you're trying to nail him with arrow. Both of you are trying to nail him with arrows. Shut up. And he either dodges or he deflects it with his spear, rather easily. Monsieur Blue. He looks at the Lord Katzen, and he says, "My brother may have stopped me from outright killing you when you were a babe, but now he's not here any longer." And so he like raises his longsword, and it was 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Oh, he can't quite reach.
Oh no.
Wait, didn't you count that wrong? He started right here?
Maybe, yeah. Well,
5,
he started
10,
on the corner of the stage. Maybe I counted
5,
wrong.
10, 15, 20, 25. No, he can get there.
No, he can go right
Okay,
here.
so yeah.
Yeah.
So he raises his longsword and charges. Yeah. Yeah. And so Lord Katzen, using his spear, raises it and blocks the attack. And he says, "You have grown old. You've grown old, uncle. But I have only grown stronger."
This has been
Yeah,
6
now it's
rolls
an
against him
anime.
and none have hit.
Yeah,
6
Yeah.
rolls.
this is just shit rolls.
I wonder.
You guys are
if
really
maybe
bet on the
he has
wrong
a
horse.
really fucking high AC.
Well, also, like, my past, 4 attacks have been, the highest has been a 7 against him. The highest roll on the die.
Mine highest
Well.
was a 6.
Unlike his uncle, the Cambion rolls a hit for his first attack.
Yeah.
And for his second attack, also rolls a hit. He doesn't usually have problems hitting people. So he takes his spear in 2 hands and stabs twice.
Whatever
Where
happened to
my
this
D8?
chick? Or this person?
Yeah, the person. They have
They stopped
backed
moving.
off. Yeah. I think they acknowledge their limits. They had almost half of their life taken by the Spectre. I'll just tell you that. So they are at a huge disadvantage for life points, if we're going Yu-Gi-Oh style about it.
Hey, so am I. I'm just shy of bloodied.
Yeah. So they are kind of staying out of the way.
Okay.
Also, maybe this Cambion was not part of their goal. Everyone had goals at this party, and this was not one of them for her. For
Just
them,
loot
sorry. 8. God, math! Okay. 18. What's 37 minus 18? I'll just announce the HP.
19.
All right. Wow,
Alright.
that's almost
Yeah.
half. So the Cambion stabs his uncle right in the stomach with I'm gonna say the first attack grazed, and then the second attack he lunged right into his uncle's trying to pierce through the armor and succeeding. And then since it was made with 2 hands, he also rolls some extra dice. Blood begins to pool from the armor of Monsieur Blue. And even from his mouth, he starts to gurgle a little bit, but he still stands with his sword in hand.
I'm still standing.
Yeah, and the Cambion locks eyes with his uncle, as if ready to watch his uncle fall, or watch the light escape from his eyes when it happens. And then it's Starkus' turn.
Okay. Okay. Let's So if I go, okay, so first of all, I'm gonna move 10 feet over here. When I get to the wall, is the foundation of this place, because this stage is it built into the ground around here, or is it just perched on top of the stonework?
I'm gonna say it's perched on top of the stonework, so it can be moved if needed.
Okay. So I don't see any gaps in the stonework at all where I could fit through as a gas.
Make a d20 roll. Let's see how lucky you are.
16.
Yes, I will say there is a gap to go out under It'll be underground more or less, but there is some room underground. Like, there's a basement. I doubt it's big. It's probably, or I guess it's probably more of a wine cellar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'll say that you can go out into a wine cellar underneath the building.
Great. I'll do that. I'll start making my way to the wine cellar, and so I'll use 20 more feet to go deeper into the stonework.
Hey, sounds good to me.
So can I take myself off the map?
And for the sake of this now, I will say you are off the map.
Hey.
I just wanted to see if someone could do something in return.
All right.
So Starkus is out of combat. Now we're back to Norris.
Have fun, you guys.
I just noticed I've done like a full loop, so I'm gonna go back over here again. I've just been like looping these tables on the dance floor. So yeah, moving over there. Unsurprisingly, bonus action hide. Natural 20 for a 30.
Nice. Yeah,
Gonna use that on an attack. All right, now again, just poke out pew at Lord Katzen with advantage. Come on, do something natural 20. Okay, that might hit maybe. Okay, does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Finally. Jeez. Hey. First D6. It's a 3. Another 3, so 6. 1, so 7. Last D6.
You mean I gotta recast Hunter's Mark again?
12 plus 4, 16 piercing.
How do you like
damage.
your defining ranger feature?
Stupid at the moment.
16.
It works fine in normal combat.
So you do, like, an arrow does go in, but you can tell it doesn't go as deep as it should.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not magical. So we all know the drill, but there's your flavor, everyone. I will give you flavor. Cheesy flavor.
Cheese.
And then, yeah, I was realized it's a stupid joke, but it's fine. However, from how he looked earlier, Lord Katzen does seem to be looking, maybe not quite bloodied, but he's hurt.
Okay.
But the pure rage in
Terrible,
his eyes keeps him going. And then it's Vermilia, unless you have anything else to do, Norris.
Nope, that's everything.
Okay. Yeah, just shooting my shits. Unless there's some way I can get an advantage, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. Okay.
Yes, surprisingly, Cambions are high level.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna first attack. Does a 28 hit?
Yes.
Okay, since I don't have my hunter's mark, I don't add that, so it's just he's taking damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not as much as he should, but yes.
Well, some damage is how I add my D8, which it wasn't very helpful. So he took 8 damage from that attack.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 damage.
Is that already reduced by half, or?
This is piercing damage. This is my bolts.
Okay.
My
Yeah. Well,
crossbow bolts.
it's not magic though. So is it 8 total that you rolled for damage?
I rolled 8 total.
Okay, so 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this. Fiends are resistant to almost everything.
I don't have anything to help.
So again, the arrow, I'm going to say like the arrow still lands in his skin, but it's like only half of the tip.
Yeah.
So after a second, it falls back out.
Either way, second attack. 18 to hit? 18
Nope.
to hit. Oh shit, they have an AC of 19?
Yeah, they have
That
scale
fucking
mail.
bitch.
I still rolled above
Okay,
a
that
10 to
hits.
attack.
9. So they take what? 5? 4?
4 damage. Again, like your arrows are hitting. He is noticing you guys hitting him, and he keeps glancing at you, but it does seem his intent is purely upon his uncle.
Okay, yeah, I still have movement. Okay, quick question. So
Yeah.
this wall here seems pretty tall because of the stairs. Is there any way I could like move this way to at least get like half cover or something?
Is hide just a bonus action for? Would it normally be an action? Is it just a bonus action for Cade's rogue?
Well, he's not trying to hide. He's just trying to move so he can get a more beneficial
Okay.
position.
Yeah, so it's not like
yeah,
line of
sure.
sight
Like,
because
still
this is
see
a
him.
tall wall. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I will say.
Oh, I'm just kind of like moving.
I just didn't know if you were trying to hide specifically.
No, I'm just trying to get out of death row.
Yeah.
Out of full view.
Yeah. So like, does that count as half cover? Do you want me to like go further? Or
I'll say
what do
it
you
counts
think?
as half cover.
Okay. Cool.
You're also not currently his target, so I'm not terribly worried. But I mean, it would make sense that Vermilia is like hiding or trying to take cover. I mean.
Yeah.
So I already have rolled. I'm trying to speed this up a little bit for us. I've already rolled for Monsieur Blue, being this close, being on the verge of death's door. He still is a warrior at heart. So he takes a turn and uses both hands to stab his nephew in the stomach in return for the stab he got. But the blade stops short, and the Cambion grunts a teeny bit, but also just laughs. He's gonna try again, though, to stab him. That was cracked eye.
Mr. Blue here is absolutely terrible at hitting things.
He's
I mean,
60
so am
years
I.
old. He's like in his 60s. What do you expect?
But he's had so much experience.
Yeah, well, guess what? He also has a 17 AC, which has not been a problem for his nephew at all. Like, he has a crazy AC, and he's still getting hit. All right, and then we're back to Lord Katzenboots. And he laughs at his uncle's attempts. By the way, he has multi-attack, and he missed with second attack. So I'm going to say that he just struggles to pull a sword back out and can't manage the strength to stab his nephew again. So we're just going to roll both attacks. Oh, that one actually misses. So the first one misses, and the second one misses. Oh, very interesting. So even for his smug smile, it does appear that Lord Katzen and his uncle are kind of in a stalemate, where they are both bloody and just so they're both starting to look very tired and exhausted. So we go back up to Norris.
Okay. So just gonna keep cycling these tables. I'll move over to this one. Bonus action hat over there.
Cycle the tables.
That was a 2 on the die, so no.
Oof.
So just straight roll for this attack then. Come on. That's another 2. Okay. Nope. That's my turn.
Ching ching. Right off the armor.
I have one
All right,
attack.
Vermilia.
Yeah, I'm looking at my shit, and it's not very helpful.
Same.
I mean, ensnaring strike might be helpful.
I just tried that and it did jack all bullshit. Useless spell.
You guys did not have to fight the Cambion. Like, it was obviously a possibility, I knew, but I'm just laughing because, like, he even didn't attack you when the slots came out. He just attacked the slot. And this is how you repay him. I'm sorry, I'm on the fiend side. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
You don't
Well,
know the story?
Side.
How I'm thinking about this is this guy's the one who pays me to like do my shit.
Yeah, which is fair.
And he was doing just fine. And I don't know. It just seems like the right way to go.
For Norris,
okay.
it's just, I saw a devil. Okay, kill it. Or
Okay,
Dane,
so we're gonna freaking Hunter's Mark again, this bitch. It has a Hunter's Mark on it. Okay.
That's gonna be your last
Roll.
spell slot, right? At that level.
No, I got one more spell
Okay.
slot. Yeah. Because I got the one free Hunter's Mark at the very beginning.
Right.
Yeah. Aha! That one hits.
That'll do it.
Okay, so 2d6 plus a d8. 11 plus 4, 15.
15.
For
Terrible.
damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second. Oh, that doesn't hit. That really doesn't
Not
hit.
even worse. We are rolling
Alright.
such garbage.
Right?
Jeez, like I had the one roll that was above a 10 for attacking Lord Katzen. Everything else has been
Yeah.
7 or lower.
Minus 3 bolts.
All right, was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, unless I can move. Now we're gonna stay put under half cover.
Okay. So
do I want to run up and heal Blue? Yes. Am I going to? No.
So Monsieur Blue has 2 attacks, as I've said, and he only lands 1 more. So let's see what kind of damage he does with this last attack. Since he's using 2 hands. Math 6. Okay. So he kind of like bleeding and heavy, he lifts his longsword and cuts it along his nephew's chest. And it goes through the scale mail just like here and there, but enough to cause a few areas to bleed. And we are back up to Lord Katzen, who at last stumbles back. Again, for flavor, not for actual movement. I'm just doing flavor. He's not getting attack of opportunity. So Katzen stumbles back, breathing heavily, and now you can see that his infernal blood is all over his scale mail, and he looks at his uncle with absolute hatred, but he lowers his spear at last, and he says, "I will have my revenge on all of you, on all of you!" And he yells, so the whole room, like the servants are still like cowering in the corner, and all of them like shrivel at the ferocity in his voice. And he says, "Vesper will fall, and I will be the one to watch it fall and burn. You bastards." And then he closes his eyes, and fire starts to circle around him. And before Monsieur Blue, before anybody can do anything, the flame overtakes him, and he vanishes.
Take me with you.
Take me with you.
We'll
As
talk
he's
about
drunk,
it later.
Starkus is just drunk in the wine cellar.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to call that the end of combat, and we can go now to the epilogue.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So Monsieur Blue falls to the ground. His servants, once they are able to move, come to him and come to his aid, start wrapping his wounds. And he calls to the both of you. Branya,
Yeah, what's going on over
hesitantly,
here?
during this time, hesitantly made their way to the door, tested the door, and it was no longer trapped. So they vanished into the night.
Oh, great. We still have this motherfucker.
Lord Baddington kind of stays away.
Paddington the coward.
Yeah.
I renamed him.
Everybody wants him to. What did you rename him? The coward.
Paddington the coward.
Lord Baddington kind of stays away. Everyone also is a little more cautious. They don't bring Monsieur Blue near him because they don't want him to react to the blood. But it looks like Lord Baddington doesn't have much interest in being around anybody anyway, so he just kind of keeps to a corner, keeps quiet to himself. Monsieur Blue calls to the both of you, to Norris and Vermilia, to approach. Yep. And he says, "You have done a great service for us this day. Katrina and I, although I apparently don't know her as well as I thought I did, we banished that hellspawn as soon as my brother had him, and his lover. But it appears that at least one of them's back for revenge. I must prepare Vesper in order to be more ready for his next attack. For I fear that my nephew will surely come with a much harder attack next time. Would you join me in the fight against him and any hellish brethren he happens to bring? You will be paid well and given land, whatever you desire, or property or status, whatever you should wish."
That's what I was about to ask for. So yeah, I'm down for that. Especially since Starkus was kind of like my buddy, but no, he kind of threw himself in with a fiend. So sorry, Starkus, but fuck you, wherever the hell you went. Yeah, I'm in.
Excellent. And what about you, Ratcatcher?
I am in. I know this forest better than anyone, and I can see when things happen.
Fuck you talking about a forest? This is a ballroom.
The one outside the city, dinglebats.
Oh, it's just a 7.
So Monsieur Blue nods solemnly, and he says, "I shall also have to call my sons back from the patrols of the swamp. We will need every hand we can get to
That is
prepare for the
wise.
demon threat."
Get you a
And
third
then-
if you need.
We cut to Starkus. Starkus, where did you go?
So-
I'll say you escaped the mansion.
Yeah, because the
So
spell
you do the
lasts for
work.
an hour. So yeah, I think during that time, at some point, I could have slipped out somewhere, some crack, because
Yeah.
bugs are able to get in anywhere. So I figure a vapor could do
And
the same
rats.
thing. And rats.
Not to mention
Oh my
the
god,
rats.
I didn't even think about it. You could have just gone through rat holes.
Yeah,
the
just
whole
rat
time,
holes,
'cause
yeah.
they're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just following
So,
the
yeah,
rat
there you go.
holes. Yeah.
I forgot.
I
Oh, yeah,
imagine.
really quick.
Huh?
Gavin, you are gas and you're going through cracks right now.
Yep, that's
right?
exactly it. Yep, no, you got that right. So, and I imagine I would be untraceable and untrackable as a vapor. So yeah, I'm just gonna spend the whole hour going as far away as I can, and
Do you
then.
leave the whole city, or do you?
Well, first thing I do actually is as soon as the hour is up, I whip out my disguise kit, which I have and I have proficiency in, and I make myself look like someone else entirely. I can roll if you want.
Nah.
Oh, looks like we got someone raiding the stream a little bit. Hey, hello, welcome. We're just wrapping up our D&D session. We had a little bit of PvP, and my character became a vapor temporarily and is now off on his own adventure.
They betrayed us.
Yeah, well,
Party is
no, you
split.
betrayed him. All right, that's what really happened.
He didn't attack you. You guys attacked him. I am on his side for this one. He just was gonna side with the Cambion.
He struck first though against Monster Blue.
Yep.
Yeah, but what connection do you really have to Mosho Blue? You don't know his
Contain
sins.
Anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
So
you went to
Starkus,
the money.
so Starkus goes off, and like I say, he makes himself look like someone else entirely. He's proficient with disguise kit. He has a disguise kit. So yeah, and then he also has like friends. He has various like suggestion and charm spells he can use in case someone questions him or whatever. So he's just going to have that at the ready, and yeah, he's just going to get out of the city, or maybe like find like some slummy tavern somewhere where he can just kind of integrate and like become one of the faceless dicers who are just gambling in the back or whatever. And he's just going to bide his time and wait until he can hopefully contact this Cambion once more to offer his fealty.
Unfortunately, you never got its real name.
Yeah.
Because so you do find out Lord Cats and Boots was found not dead. He just was like passed out drunk in his home. He was supposed to go to the party, but it appears the Cambion took his place.
Okay.
Just like a certain Starkus.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird parallel.
So yeah,
All
he would
right,
just be
so
researching
you're hiding
ways.
out.
Yeah, he's hiding out. He'd be researching if he's able to hide for a few days or not. He's going to research ways that he can reach out and contact this fiendish entity using his arcana and whatever else. But yeah, that's his plan.
All right. So that is what you do. Meanwhile, Vesper is in a total lockdown. I mean, it's already a dangerous place, and there's already patrols out to make sure that fiends from the swamp don't come in, which obviously has had varying degrees of effect. There is also a warrant issued for Katrina's arrest, but Katrina has not yet been found. Not body, not feather, not anything. A new head is appointed to the church, or is being selected, and the city is more or less in a lockdown to try and prepare for another demonic threat to come again. Everybody whispers the fears that Monsieur Noir's bastard demon son is coming for revenge, and that he vows to burn the city. So prayers are more fervent. People lock their doors and put protective charms over their doors in hopes of keeping the fiends out from their own personal homes. Starkus, you occasionally even see Norris or Vermilia pass by. They don't see you. You remain as quietly hidden as you can. And they are far too busy becoming part of the patrol to monitor the swamps, and part of the patrol to even get to find any hints that a demonic presence is on its way. Everybody's just sort of, the whole city is just tense and waiting and preparing. And one day, perhaps I'd say 2 months later, in the meantime, Norris starts to feel very sick. He grows more and more sick as the unknown slod egg grows within him.
Wait, you don't want to try to get it cut out or anything?
I don't think he knows about it yet.
He doesn't know.
Until 24 hours before it's going to hatch.
Yeah, you won't know
And
until
then at
then.
the end of that, I die. So
Yep.
unless there's clerics and stuff, so can I get it healed in that 24 hours? Hey, something's wrong.
Yeah, so maybe right now maybe one of the reasons you don't notice Starkus at all, because I bet you would be the one to recognize him, but you've started going to the clerics in fear of whatever has happened to you. You tell them you have not felt well since you were attacked by a certain creature. So I'm going to say the clerics aren't super well versed in medicine, but they are starting to look into it, and it is likely that they will be able to find a cure through trade or through... if it's allowed out of the city, which Monsieur Blue will probably allow for you. But so basically you're working on getting this cured. So it is likely that you will survive. Maybe. If we do another one shot with these characters, we're gonna have to roll and see if you survived. But for right now, you're getting the problem taken care of, you hope. And Starkus, one night, as you are poring over research, you've also been quietly investigating with the church, who apparently, here, I guess I should give a little background now. So what you have gathered, Starkus, and only Starkus knows this. I'm going to assume Vermilia and Norris don't care either way. Starkus, you investigate what exactly happened. So what you gather is Monsieur Noir met a succubus, and they fell in love. And together, they through their private trysts and secret meetings, they bore a son, whom he loved dearly and wanted to keep. But his brother and the church found out about the said son, and they gave him the choice to kill the son himself, or to banish both his lover and his son back to the hells. Monsieur Noir is not a warrior, as we had established earlier, so he did his best to fight them off, but could not fight the whole church and also the might of his older brother. So he instead begged not to have them killed. He begged to have them banished, rather than see his beloved family perish. For it was the only thing in Vesper that made him truly happy, was, regardless of their evil alignments, he was very happy to have this family, and it was the only thing he found joy in this horrible, secluded place. Monsieur Blue took pity on his brother and agreed, and Lady Katrina led the way to have the son banished, to have the lover and the son banished back to the hells. And in the meantime, Monsieur Noir had tried his best to gather dirt on all of the nobles. So at the party what you find out was originally going to be a way of unveiling all of the sins of everyone else to prove that he was not the one who had sinned the most. Lady Katrina was stealing from peasants and stealing even from other nobles through the means of the church, which is why she always bore maybe simple clothing but extravagant jewelry. She began to let the power go to her head. Monsieur Blue had people murdered for trying to expose the sins of his sons, which were also many because they had become corrupt with their power as patrolmen. And Monsieur Blue was covering all of those up. You find out that Lord Baddington is indeed not a vampire, but he had just had the whole town under that, except for Monsieur Blue and Lady Katrina. They knew. but he had the whole city believing that he was a fearsome vampire. It was the only way, through acting, was the only way that he could keep his seat of power and not be bothered by anyone. So he with his like odd appearance, he took on that role and made people fear him through purely through rumor. But he is indeed not a vampire. He just lives the life of a vampire as though he were one. And Monsieur Blue and Lady Katrina allowed it because he actually did a good job taking care of his land. So they found it weird and pitiful when they found out, but they still allowed him to keep his position of power. And the detective, you find out, was trying to expose Monsieur Blue's sons for all of their crimes and expose Monsieur Blue himself for covering up those crimes. But obviously they got in too deep into a family drama that they could not compete with. So they have also disappeared. No. Yeah, with that first life drain attack, they were dead. They were almost dead, so it appears that they have vanished for the time being. So then, 2 months after all of this ordeal, after you've gathered all of this dirt on everybody, after you've been trying hard to even find the name, to find a whisper of a name of who this Cambion actually was, what Monsieur Noir had named his son, there was nothing. And one day, as you're falling asleep at your desk, doing your research, reviewing your notes, reviewing witness accounts from other people, a symbol, a vague symbol appears on the back of your hand. More of a shadow of a symbol, of flames and horns. And you hear a voice in your room. You dare not turn around, for you do not want to startle the presence, but you hear a voice in the room of the inn. And you hear it say, "Will you serve?" God, what was his name? Shit. I had everything ready, except I couldn't remember his real name.
Cats and Boots.
Yeah.
No.
Boots and Cats.
I know his first name.
Puss in Boots.
No.
Puss in Boots.
Antonio
Oh,
Banderas.
please. I wish. That would have been funnier. Oh, come on. Where are my notes? I'm looking at
Write
my
your
notes.
notes.
Apparently I didn't. My notes
my
have
God.
it. It must have erased the name. I know his first name. Will you serve Umbrus the Mighty? Umbrus the
Umbrus.
Terrible? Will you serve him in taking down those who have sinned against my family, and those who themselves deserve to taste the fires of hell?
I shall. Especially if it means great rewards are in store for such a humble and loyal servant.
Oh, there will be reward for you yet. You have shown nothing but loyalty and attention, and I swear to you that you will get your just reward.
Now
Excellent.
warlock levels.
So as you accept, the symbol becomes less of a shadow and actually burns itself into the back of your hand, and the pain is excruciating. But now you know, now you have your connection to the fiendish underworld that you had always desired, and you feel a power rush through you. And that's it. That's the end.
Fade to black.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yay! We did it.
Yay!
Yay!
Those are our 2-part one shot.
I almost
Yeah.
died in the opening round.
I took.
And I healed you.
4 H. I
No, you
took 5
didn't.
damage.
Oh, you did.
I only took
I did
damage
find
from
the-
my allies.
I did find the name, by the way. It was Umbrus Dimbledock, because I was going for an Albus
I see.
Dumbledore thing. Anyway.
Well, cool. We did it. We did a one-shot. We tested out the expert classes from the latest Unearthed Arcana for the 1 D&D playtest. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go do a quick overview of what rules we used. We used Heroic Inspiration quite a bit. We get Inspiration on a 1 instead of a 20 for a D20 test.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
There's a lot of the hide action. Turns out it's now just a flat DC 15. Cade, your thoughts?
I thought it was interesting. Although I feel it does make more sense that it goes against like different creatures' passive perceptions. I think that makes more logical sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it is also easier to make it just a straight 15.
Yeah.
So,
It does make it so if you, I think
sure.
with reliable talent, eventually you're guaranteed a successful high at every turn, right?
Yeah, that is true. But like even like previously, it's usually kind of hard for to get a passive perception high enough
Right.
with reliable talent because it gets to the point where you have like base 22, I want to say roughly.
Yeah. Attack action, equipping weapons. Vermilia made quite a lot of use of that, just swapping out hand crossbows all the time. That was pretty cool. What else do we do?
Rangers seem cool, kind of.
Yeah, Ranger seems a lot better than it has originally.
Yeah.
I think
as far as more powerful.
I just picked really shitty spells.
Well, I think it's also rough
for
because
this encounter.
I realized another limitation of Hunter's Mark is that it only works for weapon attacks, whereas Hex, which is almost an identical spell, doesn't have that restriction. So Hunter's Mark it's kind of rough, And
but I think part of Hunter's Mark is that like you still like know where the creature is. You can track them down easier.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage on any perception or survival check.
Yeah. So that's true. So, but like, how often does that come up? You know what I mean? And yes, yes, these are all still UA rules. They're still just testing all these rules. I don't think we used guidance. I had guidance, but I never used it. I guess I could have.
I have guidance as well.
Yeah, we didn't have a chance to use that.
Yeah, well, it's a reaction, so I could have potentially used it for failed ability checks, but like I said, I just didn't have the opportunity. We didn't do the exhausted condition, where it's now 10 stages of just a -1 to everything. We didn't get a chance to use that yet. We didn't do grappling rules, so like, hide was interesting. Influence action we did a couple of times. We tried the influence action.
We did.
Unfortunately, that was my bad for not getting it to a point where I wanted to, where we did use the influence action, but the idea was that some of the NPCs would come, like Lord Baddington would have come to your aid if he was more favored towards you. Not that he could do anything, but he would have tried to do something to help.
Yeah.
But that never really came into play. I just feel like that might be more of a longer over time campaign thing with NPCs that you see regularly.
Yeah.
Because just using it right away, it did still help you get some information here and there, but I don't know. Maybe that one warrants more testing.
We also didn't do a whole lot with the ability check portion of it, where you can convince someone to do a task for you. Like that's like the main table here, is it gives DCs for how you can convince someone to do something for you. We didn't really do any of that.
I did that.
Okay.
So when you would ask a question, that's what determined how honest they would be with you.
Okay.
Or if they would even talk to you about it.
Right.
So like when Norris was interrogating Lord Baddington, I think he usually scored pretty high for his influence rolls. So Lord Baddington was as honest as he was willing to be. He actually didn't try to hide all that much. And then he did try to help a little bit I did count that as like he tried to help a little bit more during the investigation by pretending to be his vampire self and like looming over the people that Cade questioned.
Yeah.
So I tried to put it in. I just feel like maybe that's a longer campaign thing. For a one shot, I don't know how that would work as much. I don't know.
Yeah. And then beyond that, just the light weapon property we played with the hand crossbows. I really, really like. It's such a good improvement that now it doesn't consume your bonus action to do dual weapon attack. Like that is of all the changes they made, I think that's like the most universally just like thank God, like because what a pain that is. Like, oh yeah, let me consume my entire bonus action. Instead of doing something awesome, we just potentially do like a d6 of damage, like it was such a pain. So glad that change has been made. But overall for the bard side of things, I thought the bard I didn't feel like I had a whole lot of actual bard things. So I have expertise, so I have skills that have a bigger number in, but I only had a couple of them. And I have Arcana and Performance. That's all I have. And I have Jack of all trades. So basically all my skills are just a little bit better. That's the only real difference. And then Bardic Inspiration. Which, guys, I could only do that 3 times. 3 times a day. And one of them didn't do anything. So this is my first time playing a Bard. I don't remember how many times a day you could have done Bardic Inspiration in the past, but like I'm underwhelmed. You know,
It was equal to your charisma modifier.
So
It had a cap of, unless you had things, it had a cap of 5, where this cap is 6 now.
right. So the cap's a little higher. It starts out at 2 in this case, but yeah. Anyway, so it's roughly equivalent. But yeah, I'm underwhelmed. X times per day, especially now that the rogue and the ranger both have expertise. You know, it's like the bard doesn't feel like it has much that defines it anymore. I'm basically just a spellcaster, which is cool. Spellcasting's awesome, but like, yeah, my bardic inspiration, I burned it 3 times and then that's it. You know, and it didn't even do a whole lot necessarily. So yeah, I'd like it if it had either more effect or more consistency or just more uses. I don't know. I was not a fan of that.
Yeah, for the bard on that bardic inspiration, I kind of like how it was how it was before, where you could like inspire someone, then they have it for an X amount of time, they can add to something.
Yeah.
It seems like it was more powerful then. Maybe too powerful, but like in this case, it seems much more, much weaker. Like it was really nerfed hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind that it uses your reaction. For me, that's kind of cool. Is it's like I see someone's failing and I'm like, I inspire you. Like I don't know. I don't mind that difference, and I feel like it's not that big of a difference in terms of mechanics. Because like, you know, sure I can give it to someone, they can use it at any point within the next minute or hour or whatever it was. But I feel like a lot of times you give it to someone, they forget they have it. You're always reminding them like, hey, by the way, you have bardic inspiration. Don't forget, you can use it, you know. So I kind of like that it's more in my hands to decide how and when it gets used. I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, I was just underwhelmed by how effective it was and how many times I could use it. So
yeah.
Oh, and also fucking ensnaring strike is a useless spell. Like I didn't, you know. There's a few save or suck spells in 5e, but this one it basically just does damage and restrains someone. Like the fact that they save and then it's over, it's like, wow, I just spent a spell slot and a bonus action that did nothing. You know, literally nothing. So that was really disappointing. I'm never using that spell again. So I don't know if that's gonna be something they're gonna look at, because they've updated some spells so far in the playtest. They've updated Bark Skin, they've updated Guidance and stuff like that. So I don't know if you're looking at spells to update Wizards of the Coast, Ensnaring Strike needs some love.
Yeah.
Anyway, any final thoughts from everybody before we sign off for the night?
Nope, not for me.
I'm good.
All right.
I guess sometime, maybe just privately with you guys, I'll talk. There were punch bowls that were cursed that would have released black puddings. I had so many like traps set up, and it just like I don't know, it was just crazy and everywhere. It was just fun. It was fun to just, because here's what happened is like every noble set a magical trap. As soon as the lockdown happened, everybody set a trap. The windows were essentially, I took rugs of smothering. So like the windows, all of the curtains were cursed so that if Katrina tried to escape through a window, they would slow down whoever pursued her. Lord Katzen / Umbris, he had set up the door trap so that banshees would appear and cover his exit if he needed to escape. I think it was actually Lord Baddington who set up the punch bowl one, but I don't remember. He like spikes the punch. Yeah, he like spikes the punch bowls. So for some reason, I don't know. I don't remember why. I have notes about it, but yeah, he set up. Anyway, it was just fun. Everybody set up traps.
Wait. Did Katrina ever eat the rat?
Probably yeah, after she, assuming she got away from the banshees, which actually I don't know. Even I don't know that answer. If she got away from the banshees, because they pursued her. I don't know that they could be that much faster than she was because she was flying. But I mean, banshees don't need to sleep or anything, so I don't know. They probably kept pursuing her until she became not invisible.
Cleric against undead.
That's fair. Yeah, they probably didn't last very well.
Yeah.
For very long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, fun stuff.
Yeah, fun stuff. Hey, thanks everyone for joining us. We had a couple of new viewers today, so thanks so much for stopping by. And yeah, for sure give us a follow and follow along with any other RPG content we end up putting out in the future. And yeah, thanks again everyone for joining.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, Facebook. In the bottom of the stream here, you can see the Twitter handle out there right now. It's Elemental Yarn. That's the one to search for. Search engine optimization should be pretty good for that. I think you type in those two words together, you'll probably find my channel, hopefully. So I also just put out a new video today on the YouTube channel. It's pretty neat. I'm working on a project that I think is going to be pretty interesting. So I'm going to try to plug that real quick. And yeah, just have a great night, everybody. Bye.
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 Hey.
Ah.